Hello out there to all you knuckle-dragging mouth droolers. Big ups to everybody in the Snortex. Let us go ahead and just get started. Let's catch up with Philipper here. He got his Burger King garbage extravaganza, so Snort Hogan was lovely enough to clip it. Let's just go on ahead and take a peek. It's like 45 minutes, but we're gonna time and a half this shit, and we'll get through it.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, 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 Hogan. Snort.
Yeah, I'll do 1, 2, 5.
Snort.
You got the drip? No, I got the food. I have the
Oh, what's going to follow, if you guys haven't seen any of this, this is from last night where he got his Burger King. This is about to be like some of the most awful, horrific, like y'all just like racist shit, number one, that you're ever gonna fucking hear. This dwonky little weirdo's like nose starts bleeding. He like grabs a tissue up his nose. It's so fucking bad.
food. It's just, I'm gonna tell you, this is the problem with these gig.
She's late. She's broke. Hey now, those are fighting words.
Is that you could get one person who
I won't lie. I'm kind of late.
literally is like the best person ever. They go above and beyond. They're ultra nice. They do everything right as instructed. And then you can get someone who's just a complete buffoon.
Yeah, he just shits on this dude. I did see that it was like, was this shit like 2,100 calories or something like that? I don't know. Shit was ridiculous.
Does everything wrong, hinders you and your schedule, everything. But yet they're all expected to get tips and everything. It's like, I already
This guy's one to talk about getting tips and everything. This guy who lets his stream run for like no less than 50 minutes and then still can't show up on time is talking about people like not like tipping and everything.
tip the guy. Like, seriously, I probably wouldn't have tipped him at all with the way that he just did that. And I'll tell you in a second. Let me get the food over here and we'll get set up. It's here. So you can
Apparently you can change the tip if you want to. Like you can pick like how much you want to tip. I don't know if it's like 2 or 4 or whatever. And then I guess like if the delivery person's like really shitty, I guess like you can take the tip like away from them or something.
see.
If that's a thing, bet you he does it.
So that guy does not speak English at all.
Oh, and the new emotes should be up. You get it is now get it chief. The Velcro wallet has been updated. It's not a Velcro wallet, but I thought it was cute, so fuck it. We have a boo for boo this man. There's something else I'm probably forgetting. Some people, like I said yesterday, some people suggested a pickle, but I feel like the pickle thing is kind of like, I think I missed the boat.
The guy who just delivered it. So, you know me, I live in a
Yeah,
private
listen to him shit on this dude.
community. You need to read the instructions. It says we're
As you know, I live in a private gated community.
to enter the community from. It tells you the gate code. It tells you where to go in the community to deliver the food. He can't read. The guy's actually illiterate. So he drove up to the front gate, and here I am trying to finish that mission with you guys, and he's clicking the button on the app that says, I have arrived, I have arrived, I have arrived. No, you didn't. You're not outside my house. You're at the front gate. You have the code. You have the instruction. He can't read. So he's just clicking the button like this. So luckily for me,
This is some crazy shit, y'all.
I have a way to just open the gate. So when I saw that, I opened the gate. He drove all the way back here. And then, I'm not kidding, he got out of his car and he just stood there at the front of my house like this, clicking the button again. I have arrived. I have arrived. The instructions specifically say, just drop the food off and leave. It says just leave it. It's a drop off at
Leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
the door. He just keeps pressing the button like this. So here I am trying to finish this mission with you guys, and he keeps pinging me to
Maybe he wants to make sure that he actually hands you the food. I understand if it's going against your directions. If you have Home Alone directions, I call them Home Alone directions. Leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here. But maybe he actually wants to make sure that you get it.
go downstairs. Like, dude, just leave the fucking food. Then I go to get the food. I open the door. The guy, he stares at me like a deer in headlights, okay? Like, am I the guy? I'm like, yes, that's my food. So I take
Well, you're probably just standing there staring at him. How about, hi, thanks for dropping this off. Really appreciate you.
it from him, and he goes, 5-star. I said, what? 5-star. Give 5-star, give 5-star. He wants me to give him a 5-star rating for that stellar delivery. For the record, there's no 5-star. It's either a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and you can click like, oh, it was speedy delivery, took care, was nice. There's no 5-star. So the guy doesn't.
Well, I'm noticing that he's not talking about his day off as much anymore, what he does on his day off, as far as like Cat being gone. I noticed that. Also, people used to ask him like what she would get, and like he doesn't talk a lot about like what she ordered or whatever.
Even know that the company he works for doesn't give 5-star ratings, but he's asking for a 5-star, and that's all he can say. He can't say another word.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I believe all of this.
Anyway, it's time for DSP Tries It, okay?
Boo.
Hey, all right, let me get everything set up because nothing is set up now. I was not expecting to do DSP Tries It today. Thank you guys so very much for supporting the way you did.
Who cucked him? Who got him to the...
I don't care. I'm not a supermodel. All right.
Well, thank fuck for that. I think we'd all just kind of have to kill ourselves, wouldn't we?
Needs to aim down like that. Let's see.
Oh, I said it. Don't kill me, YouTube.
That worked.
Like,
I gotta turn off the effects. It did work. Here we go. Okay.
Colossal douchebag. You are correct.
I brought back down a bunch of my napkins. I don't even think they gave me any.
Here's the thing. Like, if you think stuff like that, you can't help people that have, like, ignorant, like, fucking thoughts or whatever. But don't say it. Granted, he only said it in front of 180 people. So, but...
Okay.
Not every thought that you have in your brain has to, like, tumble out of your mouth. Was it Ryan? Oh, of course.
Are we ready, everyone?
Oh, no, Iron Chef? Was it?
Buddy? Thank you for your overwhelming support today to make this possible. Here we go.
Well, you begged for it. You made it sound like you couldn't afford to spend, like, I don't know, what is all this shit, like 30 or 40 bucks at Burger King? When you act like you don't have $40 in your bank account, yeah, they all fucking feel sorry for you.
What is going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to yet another edition of DSP Tries It.
I'm on 1.25. I don't know. Let me know if it's too slow or if you want to watch it at normal speed or whatever. This is a long video. Yeah, this is like 40 minutes or what have you. So we're going to watch this and then we're going to head over to Raw Filifer.
And on today's episode, we're actually going back to a place we just recently did the How to Train Your Dragon meal from Burger King. And it was not bad, actually. I thought that Whopper was decent and the mozzarella fries or whatever they were decent, okay? It's only about a month later. And people were like, are you aware that Burger King has new stuff? Like, wait, already?
I got that How to Train Your Dragon stuff. So that was pretty good. Miles, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you, honey.
All right, well, I guess we'll check it out. So
haven't subbed in a while. Well, I appreciate your generosity. Thank you for thinking about me.
Whopper. But in addition, we're going to be checking out this drink, which doesn't really look like a drink, does it? And it's incredibly light.
Isn't it just like an icy or something?
Okay, I'm really like skeptical about this one. I'm pretty nervous about it, honestly. And in addition to the new Whopper and the drink, I'm going to try out some other stuff.
He hates Burger King? No, this dude straight up has like a Burger King fetish and doesn't want to tell anybody. Big up, Anonymous. What's going on, honey?
Burger King for a while and haven't had a chance to. They have Royal Crispy Wraps, which are variations on like a chicken stack wrap, and they have 3 kinds. So we're going to investigate all of this today on DSP Tries It. So to show you what we're doing fully, Burger King bag, here we go. We've got...
Jesus Christ, Grandpa.
the new barbecue brisket Whopper, which is supposed to be slow-cooked barbecue beef brisket. Oh, I'm sure that they really do a great job at Burger King with that, don't they?
Is this where he calls the cotton candy taste tangy? I don't remember. I've seen this. I hate to admit, I watched it last night live when it was happening. Me and Mr. Toxic watched it as long as we could, and then I watched it this morning. So I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment.
But
like you just like it's an icy, dude. Like you mix it around a little bit. I don't know. I do like when I get the ices, like you just do like the tilt and stir. You just mix it all back in together. I don't know. I don't know why we have to be such a fucking princess about everything.
It's supposed to have some fried onions, cheese, tomato, mayo. I think it's supposed to be like a barbecue sauce, like a yellow barbecue sauce or something like that, they said. So that's what's on it. So it's a Whopper with some special toppings. If you can believe it, I'm just going to say this up front. I almost never say stuff up front like this. This is $13 on the delivery app.
Stop shoving it in my face like that.
In person, it's $11.
Jesus Christ.
$11 for a Whopper with some special toppings on it is absolutely insane. If you're not aware,
what's
they
up, movie sign? How you doing, honey?
2 for $5 Whoppers. So just because they put some barbecue brisket.
Why doesn't he get this excited for video games? Well, with this, all he has to do is eat. The video games, he actually has to like think and do things. I can't imagine that, he likes that a whole lot.
On top, they charged me $13 for the sandwich. That's wildly insane. Okay?
You're the one who ordered it. Retard. Oh, God. We're already starting off today.
In addition,
You didn't have to buy it. Like, I've never seen somebody get paid so much money, have to put out so little money, but be so butthurt about it. I made $500. Oh, this $11 sandwich. You're really breaking my balls. Like, what the fuck?
We've got 3 versions
This is so fucking retarded.
of the wrap. Fiery,
Hella 220 shit.
classic,
Like, hella mega 220 shit.
and the honey mustard
Oh, yeah,
version.
and Tubbs
So those are
needed
the 3
fucking snack wraps, too, on top of this burger.
actual pre-established versions
He said he wants to do a local one. What was the hot dog place? Sizzle, was it? Oh, fuck. What did Optimus say? Sizzle hot dog or something?
of that wrap that are available at Burger King. So here's the lineup
I'm just taking him out of context. Oh, of course.
of the food that we're going to be eating today. All right, but
Let me
before we
shut
get to
my
that,
whore mouth.
I feel like we should try this thing. This is supposed to be called the Cloud Freeze, the cotton candy Cloud Freeze. It's supposed to be a soda that tastes like cotton candy.
The meal cost him $36. He could have saved 12 by just picking it up from a Burger King 1.3 miles away from his house. All this food's for him, none's for Kat. Yeah, she's gone. Yeah, he's got 3 snack wraps in this burger, which, I mean, I don't know. Like, if he's like almost 6 feet tall and he's a grown ass man, I don't know. I'm not particularly very tall. If someone was like, here, eat this Whopper and 3 snack wraps, I would throw up. But I'm all of about 5'6" on a tall day, so.
But it's frozen, and they're supposed to put a whipped topping on top of it. Do you see a problem with this?
Yeah, you just got to do the tilt and stir. We already talked about this, man.
Notice something, right? It's not frozen. It's just soda on the bottom, whipped topping on the top. There's
You have to mix it up a little bit. I've never seen somebody so retarded about mixing things up. You didn't mind mixing up your shit ass looking Chipotle bowl.
nothing is frozen in this cup. So I don't know what happened. The thing is, just for the record, the person who got this and delivered it to my home actually got it here within like 20 minutes. So it wasn't like this was sitting in a car.
Well, wait, the person who delivered it to you, the guy who you just talked like hardcore smack about, who wanted a good review, he got it to you really fast, huh? But I guess because he can't speak English and he's probably a different color than you, you're just going to shit on him, give him a shitty rating and take your tip back. But he got it to you quickly, though.
It probably looked like this when they gave it to the delivery person.
6 foot, 117 kilograms meals. This meal is like a day's worth of food. Right. Like, I don't know, if you put all of that in front of me and like, fuck, like I'm a woman of calories. Like, you know, no, I'm not going to be on an episode of like fucking My 600-Pound Life anytime soon. But like, if you put 3 snack wraps and that fucking burger in front of me and you were like, you have to eat all of this right now, I'd puke.
It's not frozen at all. Okay, so
I mean, fuck, the salt alone, like the sodium in this.
here's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm just going to try to put the straw in at a clean angle. All right. It went all the way through, and I'm going to sip and see what it tastes like. So this is the cotton
No, this is your fault for not doing the tilt and stir, man.
candy Cloud Freeze from Burger King.
Devour.
Are me and Iviga streaming at the same time? Fuck. He consumed over 11,000 milligrams of sodium. Jesus Christ. Iviga, the angry detractor, out of control with the soundboard, and Toxie being toxic.
That is one of the most disgusting things I have ever drank in my entire life.
Well, number one, it looks like the blue raspberry thingamajig. So do you like cotton candy? Which I've never heard you say that you do. Do you like blue raspberry stuff? We have to start there. You know, there's certain things that I don't like. If someone was like, hey, Toxie, try this like mango thing. No, mangoes like fucking blow ass. I don't like them. So if someone was like, here's a mango smoothie, try this, I would go, no, sir or ma'am, no thank you. Because that will taste like just raw asshole. No thank you.
That is revolting. It's insanely over the top sweet. Like,
Well, fucking duh. No, they don't pick the fucking cotton candy fresh off the tree. They don't pick the fucking blue raspberry fucking organically for you. We here at Burger King strive to bring you only the finest, freshest, locally picked cotton candy for our drinks. Like, what the fuck?
Like you took a spoonful of sugar and you shoved it into your mouth, but it's got like a weird tanginess, kind of like a weird candy. Like some hard candies have that
There you go, Ben. There's the tangy
artificial flavor.
Tangy.
That tastes nothing like cotton candy. That is revoltingly disgusting. All right, just to be sure I didn't screw up, I'm going to try a different angle here. Let's try a different one. Ready?
Optimus, thank you for the fiver, honey. It tastes like nothing but sugar. Does this guy not know what cotton candy is? It's spun sugar with flavoring. Seems like they nailed the flavor. Right. Here at Burger King, we pride ourselves on bringing you the freshest vegan cotton candy. And here, we grow our blue raspberries and pick them right off the vine. Like, what the fuck?
That is
This
insanely
guy's so fucking stupid.
I would not want anyone, if I was actually like really thirsty and my mouth was parched dry and I took a sip of that, I would actually spit it out.
X to gout because you didn't spit it out now and you're presumably not dying of thirst. So if you didn't spit it out and you've had like 4 sips of it, so you do kind of like it in a fucked up way, who drinks something and goes, ew, and then drinks it again? Ew, drinks it again. Like only fucking retards like you. So the fact that you're not dying of thirst and you didn't spit it out means that if you were in fact dying of thirst, you still wouldn't spit it out. So nice try, drama queen, but you fucking played yourself.
That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever tasted in my life. Wow.
Shut the fuck up about mango. I will not.
Maybe it's because I'm 43 years old and I shouldn't be drinking the cotton candy freeze drink to begin with. But people said to me, Phil, you should get this drink. Get it. It's $5. Get it. Okay, I'll get it. Oh my God.
I'm going to let this play for a second. You guys give me one tick.
Oh my God. I'll be having filtered water for the rest of the episode, everyone. Holy moly, that's bad. Okay. The frozen cotton candy cloud, a limited time frozen drink, has been met with generally positive reviews. Customers describe the taste as remarkably similar to cotton candy, with noting a blue raspberry flavor profile. No. That is pure sugar. I taste no blue raspberry flavor whatsoever. I taste pure sugar and a tiny bit of tanginess, which maybe that's them trying to represent artificial raspberry. That is... Okay. The worst drink I ever had on DSP Tries It was the Mountain Dew. From many years ago, it was the Call of Duty tie-in Mountain Dew. Do you remember it was like neon yellow? And do you remember when I tasted it, I told you it tasted like Bowser's piss or like Mega Man's hydraulic fluid that he emptied out after a tough battle? No, this is actually worse. I'm not kidding. This is worse than that. I would not want this. I would not wish this upon my worst enemy to drink. It's really bad. Like, I don't care what anyone says. It's disgusting. It's just sugar and tanginess. There's no actual semblance of real flavor. Okay, let's get some food in me now. Hopefully these wraps are good. So we start off with the classic version of the Royal Crispy Wrap. That's what these are called, Royal Crispy Wraps. Okay, classic version. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so it's a tortilla, and in that tortilla, it looks like we have some lettuce. I already see some mayonnaise. I'm assuming it's just like a crispy chicken tender, but there's a problem. Take a look, look. Where's the chicken? What the? Look, where's the chicken in there? It's in there somewhere, right? Look, it wants to say something to you. Where's the chicken in my chicken wrap? All right, well, let's try to eat it. And my first bite is going to be all tortilla. There's no, I mean, that's just a chunk of lettuce right there that fell out. All right.
Devour.
It's not mayonnaise. It's not mayonnaise. It's a tangy sauce that they put on it. I don't know what it is. It's a tangy sauce, and all I ate was tangy sauce and tortilla. There was nothing else in there. Now I'm going to get to the chicken. Okay? So now we'll actually try it. There's tomato. There's actually tomato on it, and the tomato is good. It's acidic, and it bites through the savoriness of the breading. You know, breading is very, very salty, savory. The acidic tomato actually works really good with it. The chicken is pretty bland. I can't really taste the chicken. The breading is mushy, really mushy. I think it was hot when they put it in the wrap. And so sitting in this wrap for a while, it's basically turned all the crispiness off on there's no crispiness at all on the chicken, which is unfortunate. Maybe this would have been better super fresh with a crispy tender inside. It's very mushy. It's really bland. The sauce is just okay. The tomato is good. Is it sad to say the tomato is more flavorful than the chicken? It is. The tomato is actually better than the chicken. Wow. Bland, mushy, not appetizing. The original is a fail. That is not good. Man. Okay. Now let's try the fiery version. This is supposed to be the spicy version. I don't know if the breading's spicy or if it's just a spicy sauce that they put on it. For the record, these are $3 each. So they're not cheap. Okay. A piece of lettuce sticking out the end. Should I do it again? Here. Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll get some actual food in the first bite instead of just tortilla. I don't know. Ready? Whoa. Whoa. Wow. That's a totally different sensation. It's spicy. I got chicken in the first bite. It's actually quite spicy. Wow. Again, I don't know if it's the sauce or the breading, but it's actually burning my throat right now. Holy shit. Okay. Whoa. Sauce is pouring down the side. See that? So
Okay,
this one
I'm
they
sorry.
loaded
I'm back. Not that anybody cares.
with whatever the spicy sauce is.
This is not transformative. Sure it is. I have my hey, listen, it doesn't have to be transformative. I have my Beg and Bore Incorporated Restreamer license.
This is much better than the first one. This one, because it has a kick to it, it's not bland at all. Mm. Okay. So it's exactly the same as the first one. Lettuce, tomato.
So everything was 2,160 calories, 4,300 milligrams of sodium, 121 grams of fat. Ooh, 255 cholesterol, 72 grams of sugar. Jesus Christ. Ooh.
The wrap, sauce, that's it. I don't even think there's cheese on these. I don't taste any. I don't see any. Maybe there is a tiny bit of cheese. I'm not sure. But the spicy sauce is potent and is burning my mouth as I eat more.
Potent?
More. So this I would get over that original, which is incredibly bland.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Two down, one to go. So the final wrap is the Royal Crispy Honey Mustard variation. Okay? I'm just going to guess it's just going to be honey mustard on there instead of whatever that original sauce was, the tangier sauce. So
I'm going to need a tangy counter here in a minute.
let's see.
Who gets a fast food wrap and doesn't re-roll it? Retards like this.
This one, oddly, the chicken's right at the end. Okay. Mmm. Oh, that's tasty, actually. Yummy. It's a very sweet honey mustard. Very sweet. Okay. I'm getting chicken in every bite. The problem is it's dry. It's a very dry chicken, and there was no honey mustard in that bite. Okay, well. That's not bad. In fact, this might actually be my favorite of the three.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think it is.
We can tell. Look at that.
Only problem, I ate all the chicken and I have all this left.
He just wants to take it right out of the bag or right out of the box or whatever and eat it. He doesn't want to do the tilt and stir. He doesn't want to open it up and rearrange anything or make it better or, you know, like you said, like re-roll it or do whatever. He just wants to take it right out of the bag and eat it. And it having been made and then transported and everything is just supposed to stay absolutely perfect. I don't understand. So what's wrong with a tortilla and some lettuce?
So basically, the original one is terrible. I wouldn't get the original Royal Crispy Wrap. It's not very flavorful. The sauce only has a little bit of like tangy flavor to it, but it's not any better than just say mayonnaise. And with just the lettuce and tomato, it's not good enough. The chicken is mushy and dry. So
You're mushy and dry. Like, eat a dick, bro.
need a kick. If you get the fiery version, you get spice in your mouth. If you get the honey mustard, you're getting a sweet in your mouth, your sweet mustard flavor. So those are fine. I would say either of those, the fiery or the honey mustard, are good. Do not bother at all with the original. That was pretty bad. Okay? All right. Excuse me, guys. I paused the recording because I had to belch and I need to go blow my nose.
Oh yeah, here comes the nosebleed part.
To run. So I'm just going to clear my sinuses before we get to the main event, which is what you guys want to see, right? Okay, give me a second. You may have to be a bit patient because as I was blowing my nose, so I could clear my sinuses.
Nice snort there too.
So I could eat the Whopper, my nose started to bleed, which happens sometimes during the summer, particularly when the air conditioner is on all day and it's very dry air. Sometimes I get random nosebleeds, really annoying. It also happens in the winter when the heat is on all day. So
You don't have a random nosebleed. Up inside your nose is dry. It cracks. You have like 2 fucking tiddlywinks of blood on a Kleenex if you blow your nose. You don't have a full-on, it's not pouring out of your nose like you got beat up by your fucking high school bully. It happens to a lot of people when things are dry. He's running the AC 24/7, you know, low humidity, everything's dry. That's all that happened. He didn't have to come back here like a retard with this thing stuffed up his nose.
So I have to wait a minute here for this to stop so that I can actually eat the Whopper, or else there's going to be blood all over the Whopper.
There is not an amount of money you could pay me to fucking sit with something. Look at this. Look at this fucking retard with this thing stuffed up his nose. At least come back and just turn the camera off for a minute or something. Well, thank you for the 2, honey. Cat is mushy and dry. I don't know how you can be both mushy and dry, but...
Whopper, which I don't think anybody wants. Sucks. It's life. It happens. I was ready for it. Thank goodness I paused and I was ready for it, and I can get blood all over the place because it's just...
Jeez. Thank God I paused and I was ready for it. He acts like his fucking nose is like when the elevator opens in The Shining and the blood just fucking comes pouring out. For fuck's sake. Digital Melanin, thank you for being a member for 5 months. I like how he complains about his DoorDash all the time, but will still devour the whole meal for 2.
There's like gushing. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, nothing
No,
is
I do not use
gushing.
nasal saline spray. No, I don't. Like I said, it happens randomly sometimes. Particularly today, I had the air conditioner on full blast the entire stream. My nose is probably all dried out. I actually was sneezing earlier today too. So, annoying.
Look at this.
Ugh. What about a tissue in my nose? Because I have a nosebleed, stupid. I just said that. Open your ears.
Maybe they just showed up. You don't know when these people are popping into your stream, bro.
Okay. I blew too strong. Yeah, and like I said, it's a combination of factors. My allergies, because I've been sneezing a lot.
Nah, you're digging up in there too fucking hard, yo. Like, what are you?
And then the dry air of that is just a combination of everything. Very annoying. It'll be clotted in a minute, and then we can continue with the review.
Don't say clotted. Don't yuck. You're trying to eat
No, he didn't just
food,
get here
dude.
because he was actually insulting me and talking shit while I was eating. He was saying, this has no value.
Well, I mean, it really doesn't. There's not much value here. Just watching this fucking old geezer.
It has no value. No value. Well, that's why there are people here watching. That's why people support it.
Bro, like 189, bro. 189 people are watching you. Okay, the masses didn't come from across the fucking world to watch you eat this.
That's why I hit all my goals every single.
How many undiagnosed mental illnesses do you think Phil has? Personally, I think Phil is a classic narcissist, not a mental illness, personality disorder, but I believe he'd be diagnosed as a narcissist. I also believe he suffers from maybe not like full-blown, paranoia. Again, that can kind of be aligned with narcissism. Phil absolutely has anxiety and depression, which a lot of people do. Not knocking him for it. He's extremely anxious. He is a lot of people say things like Asperger's and stuff like that, but like mental illness, I don't think he's schizophrenic. I don't think he's like bipolar. I think he's definitely depressed. Nobody with all these addictions just loves their life and loves everything, going on, in their life. But I would go for anxiety and depression.
Stream and why we're doing it? No, it has no value to you because you have no fucking.
Phil has the tism. It's possibly.
You actually have a vacuous hole inside of your head.
But I believe if he actually sat down for a psychiatric evaluation with a professional and he was actually honest during the evaluation, I believe he would be diagnosed as a narcissist.
That sucks everything in around it. People actually do like the content. That's why they support it, you stupid dunce. Okay. All right, let me see if this is calmed down and if I can do the rest of the review. Hold on.
Just because people paid you for it doesn't, I don't know what you think that proves, but okay. How could you not be depressed being DSP?
It's a pretty good one. I'm going to give it another minute.
He is. He's very depressed. He's very sad. He has a lot of anxiety.
And then we should be able to continue. I had to swap.
But this is something that I feel. So for what this is worth, I didn't finish my PhD. I'm not a doctor, but from what I understand about narcissism, they burn a lot of bridges and they shit on people and they, end up developing, just like he has, a really, really bad reputation. And that causes their paranoia to be heightened because they're pissing off people left and right. And they're doing shitty things to everybody. Their romantic partners, their platonic friends or colleagues or someone that they work with, they're constantly, because they're so selfish, they're pissing everybody the fuck off. So I feel like naturally that paranoia just kind of heightens, I would consider him for the most part he has covert characteristics. He has overt characteristics. He even has some malignant characteristics, but that's pretty common. It's in my own personal research, it's not usually likely that they're like all one way or all the other way, because there are some parts of things where he does seem to act quite like an overt. He thinks he's hot shit and all the little pop-ups are of him and everything's his name and he thinks he's a king. But then there's shit he does that's very sneaky, very slippery, very slimy, very covert. There's even some shit that he does that is what I would consider to be borderline malignant, bullying people and shitting on people and trying to do the way he calls out a lot of people who, well, you owe me money, like public humiliation. Like there might be some other stuff going on in there, but
issues.
He's very, very, very classically narcissistic. I don't think you need a PhD to see this, But mental illness, not personality disorder, dude has like crazy fucking anxiety and dude is like hella depressed. Dissociative identity disorder. I believe dissociative identity is what used to be called multiple personalities, I think. Again, I'm nobody. I wouldn't think so.
Oh, I don't know. I never watched Key and Peele, so I can't say.
Triad narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Yeah,
like Key and Peele.
There might be some other personality. Like a lot of those cluster Bs. The histrionic. He could. I'm not an expert on like borderline personality, but you can see some of that in there too. The histrionic, histrionic is typically more like towards like women, but like very dramatic, very drama queen. Everything's like always so like embellished and out of control. So
no, I don't know how to do it.
But it would be fascinating if we could sit him with a professional, but not just that. You'd have to force him to, I don't know, take the Veritaserum or something from Harry Potter where like he would have to tell the truth, because then you could get a real diagnosis. Although I'm not sure, as obvious as his narcissism is, I don't know if he could get through a psychiatric evaluation faking that he wasn't a narcissist.
That's right. This cloud drink.
No, I agree. I wouldn't necessarily say quite histrionic, but he does catastrophize for sure. Yep, everything is so huge and so, awful. But you can see that's the trouble with some of the cluster Bs is a lot of them have the same like lack of empathy. Okay, well, narcs have a lack of empathy, but so do psychopaths. So do some people who are sociopathic. So sometimes it's hard to pinpoint.
Was so
He shows strong signs of antisocial personality disorder. I don't know that I would go that far, but I don't know a whole lot about, antisocial.
I had an insane diabetes sugar rush causing all
Steve the Dead does a full expose about this dude. Nice.
of the blood cells in my body to extend and explode at the same time. And that's
Well, if you guys want to check out Steve the Dead, he has a channel. Yeah, right. Because he's on WPIG. Yeah, if you guys want to dig in, it is a fascinating thing. So if you guys want to hear what Steve the Dead, he said one time, he's some kind of a psychologist, something. Dude's like off the chart smart. He's a doctor.
Nosebleed right now.
And if he does a full video on it,
that's what happened.
If you guys are interested.
Yeah. The BK's fights back. Burger King fights back. Okay. All right.
I don't actually think that he's antisocial. It's just I don't think he ever feels comfortable enough. Because here's the thing: when he's sitting alone in his house, he'll go on and on and on and on. Listen to how much he talks. He does that fucking podcast every day. You know what I mean? Where he just rambles on and on and on. So it's not that he can't be social. He's very awkward. I'm not entirely sure he knows like how to be social. I think he's also fairly self-aware that he's an asshole. So there it is. Forensic psychiatrist, forensic psychologist. I don't know. He's something. And I don't mean any disrespect. He said it one time and that I heard and I don't remember. But yeah, if you guys want to dig into that stuff, it's really fucking cool. Check out Steve of the Dead.
This might be disgusting. Let's see.
And he might talk about it on at WPIG, what have you.
Oh no, much better. We're good. We're good to go.
Yeah, that's right. Because you didn't have a nosebleed, dickhead. You had 2 little tiddlywinks of blood. I know, it happens to me.
Okay, excellent. I'll keep this with me just in case. But
you hang on to that lifeline there.
I'll put it off camera.
Oh yeah, he shit on the guy who delivered his food like right up front.
Over here. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, everyone, now time for the main event. It is time for the barbecue brisket whopper from Burger King.
I think he wants to be social because he really wanted to try to be social with Kino Casino. Oh, I believe he's absolutely agoraphobic, off the chart. He doesn't want to leave. He talks big and bad when he's sitting there, in front of his camera and everything, but he's extremely non-confrontational, obviously. And we can see that, but there's a lot of stuff going on with this guy, but like legitimate mental disorders, I would think depression. Yeah.
Believe it. I already told you, but just to reiterate, this whopper.
A lot of the delusion and the paranoia are fairly, what I feel I would link that to the narcissism. Narcissists are extremely delusional. Like there's just no two ways about it.
$13 on delivery apps or $11 in person. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
There's also a lot of things, though, that can kind of look like narcissism if you see them from certain ways. He was desperate to be Ashen and Andy's friend. He's not antisocial. It's the narcissism and anxiety. I think a lot of narcs know that, like, they suck. They're going to ruin it or what have you.
Again, Whoppers, you could get them 2 for $5 regularly. To say that this is going to be worth 4 to 5 times the value of a single Whopper because they put some toppings on it is nuts, okay? I would never eat this if it weren't for a review.
I always felt like he had undiagnosed ADHD. There's certainly something.
I would never spend 13.
There are definitely more things than just narcissism presenting with this dude. Like, to be sure,
$10 on a single item from Burger King. I'm not a moron, but for the purposes of the review, I will do so. Okay, let's unbag this sucker and show you what it looks like. Okay, it is a standard Whopper size. It is double wrapped, 2 pieces of wax paper or whatever, whatever they want to call it. Okay, so here it is. I see melty cheese. What do we got on top here? Let's take a look. The bun looks really good, actually. Well, I see the onions.
Yeah, so do we, asshole.
Pickles? I can't tell if that's a pickle or not on top. I see the sauce, the mayo. I don't know if I see the barbecue. I wonder if the barbecue is mixed in there with all of that. I do see the tomatoes. Where is the brisket? Do you guys actually see any beef brisket? I see. Oh, okay, I see it. It's in the middle under the freaking onions. Okay, I see it now. It was hard to see from this angle, but when I look at the camera over there on the PC, I could actually see it. Okay.
We will watch this. Like I say, we're going to finish this up, and then we will go to Rawville.
It certainly doesn't look like there's much on there, right? It doesn't look like they put much of anything on there but onion. It looks like all onion. It doesn't look like there's any brisket on there, really, like a tiny bit. Well, we're going to find out right now, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm about to try the barbecue brisket whopper from Burger King and see what it's like. You ready? I don't know if I'm ready, but, you know, sometimes I just have to do it. Take one for the team. All the onions are falling off onto the wrapper, for the record. Here we go.
Devour, devour.
Thank you, Raphael.
For the record, if you noticed I winced, there was a piece of bone in there. I'm not kidding. So as I was chewing, a piece of bone hit my tooth down here.
There was a piece of bone in there. That's not how that works.
And caused me sharp pain.
I really think he's very insecure. Oh God, this dude's totally insecure. He's isolated himself to a degree that it's become chronic and harmful. Yep. That sounds pretty good.
So apparently,
it sounds pretty par for the course, I would say.
Not the safest and highest quality of beef brisket if there's bone pieces in it. Okay.
I mean, like, come on, like, let's be real. Like, there's no friends. You know, if Kat is still there, we saw them on those co-op streams together. It is awkward as fuck at the best. There's no friends. You know, I'm not sure what happened with his folks or whatever, but if they're with us or not with us or whatever, you know, if they're still here, he is not very close to them. The dude is just, this is it. This is him. And he talks about how he has to stream all this time and he's got to do it and got to do it and got to do 6, days and blah, blah, blah. The guy doesn't have anything else to do. He's not good at anything else. He's not good at this. He's not good at anything else. He's not qualified to do anything else. He has nothing else in his life going on. He's not close with his significant other. There's no friend group. There's no peer group. There's no kids, which it's just a very sad, solitary lifestyle. One Brave Memer, thank you for the $5 super chat. Phil was actually, in fact, valedictorian in special ed class. The reason he can understand Jadenese. That's funny as fuck, but it's kind of mean. But I appreciate your generosity. Thank you. He's got sexual orientation issues, to be honest. I don't necessarily know. I don't necessarily subscribe to that idea, but here's the thing. Again, we go back to who the fuck am I? I'm nobody. He could be bisexual or he could be a closet homosexual. That stuff, there might be something else rolling around, up in his, brain, some other kind of, disorder that maybe makes him maybe question things like that. It's hard to say. He looks so angry. Yeah, brisket doesn't have bones in it. I don't get it.
This is going to be one of the weirder ones I've ever done. This is just straight up bizarre.
He is taking smaller bites. I realize he hasn't attempted to unhinge his jaw like a fucking snake. I don't know. I think as far as like the sex thing, like he might question things or be closeted or, it whatever, but he's so addicted to all the like booze and everything. And he's so fucking addicted to WWE champions. I don't think the dude really thinks about fucking all that often. I think he gets urges like regular human beings, like we all do. I think the dude jerks it real quick just to make the, just to make it go away, to like stop thinking about it for the moment. Just like, oh, all right, fuck. Like I'll just, I got to think about something else today. I got to do something else today. So let me just hurry up and do this. And then he goes back to doing what he wants to do. I think his sexual like urge, desire, whether it's for men, women, both, neither, whatever, he could be attracted to his fucking stove for all I know. I have no idea. But I think he just finds it to be a pain in the ass. and just jerks to like get it over with as fast as possible and then just keeps right on moving. I think that was what May Burst was really all about. It was just something chewing at the back of his brain. All right, let me hurry up and just fucking get this over with, and then I can keep doing what I really want to do, which is begging for money for WWE champions. And I think that happens a lot when people have addiction issues. All this guy can think about is getting to WWE champions. Like, in my opinion, like that's it. That's all this fucking dude wants to do is go drink and go play WWE champions.
Here, I'm gonna take one more.
I think sex or any thoughts of something like that to this guy is just, like, honestly, a hindrance at this point and an annoyance to him.
More bite, and I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. Okay.
He presents super gay, which is why gooners throw him money. It's not wrong.
Okay, I got some sauce on my finger. This is supposed to be the golden barbecue sauce. This is one of the weirdest ones I've ever done. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't taste brisket. Beef brisket typically has two distinct flavors. Smoke, because, you know, it was slow cooked, and usually it's smoked, okay? Or barbecue sauce. You know, that distinct, tangy, savory barbecue flavor.
Wait, we're getting a lot of tangies in this one.
I don't taste either one of those. I taste the Whopper meat. I taste some of the tomato. I definitely taste the cheese. The one thing that is predominant is the onions. There are way too many of those breaded fried onions on this sandwich, and I just keep tasting them in every bite. Like, it's crunch. Every time I bite, it's like crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm tired of it. I don't want to have onions in every bite, but they put so many on there. There's more onions than brisket on the sandwich. So obviously, what am I going to taste more of, right?
Then don't eat it. I mean, like...
Now, I don't know what yellow or golden barbecue sauce is supposed to taste like. I'm used to the typical brown, orangish almost, darker reds. Those flavors of barbecue. I don't know what they're going for, but all I can tell you is no smokiness, no savoriness. It's just a little bit of tanginess. Kind of like the sauce almost that was on that original chicken wrap.
He knows like 4 words.
That's kind of what it tastes like to me. But nothing else is standing out at all. It's just this tangy sauce, the Whopper meat, some cheese, and onion. That's really all I'm tasting. I haven't tasted a single piece of beef brisket that I've eaten, and I'm eating about a third of the burger so far.
Okay.
Onion. Every bite is onion and breading, onion and breading. That's it. How do you sell a burger for a premium price?
He used all 4 in a single sentence. That sentence was legendary.
Saying that there's a premium ingredient on it, and the premium ingredient is completely flavorless. As if it's not even there. That's pretty remarkable. Because typically brisket is pretty flavorful, right? Wow. I'll be honest, I'm insanely disappointed. I would eat a regular Whopper over this. Why? The regular Whopper has lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, ketchup, and mayo. That combination of veggies, condiments works perfectly. You get some sweetness, you get acidity, you get the tanginess when it comes to the ketchup. You get the right balance of flavors. Here, there is no balance.
Oh yeah, it says here, Theo Huxtable, Malcolm Jamal Warner, best known for his role as Theo Huxtable on Cosby Show, has died. He was 54. According to ABC News, the actor drowned off the coast of Costa Rica on Sunday. Is this real? Is this a thing? Is this like fake news? 54. Jesus Christ. If that's true, that's so sad. My goodness. Raven, thank you for the 2, honey. I appreciate you. DSP, I know, Joy the Sad Devour. He said
Just
the
fried
whole
onions.
thing. Acid titty. Nice. I see what you did there. He said all the time he was
And
going to
mush.
hate this.
And a tiny bit of tanginess from whatever this golden barbecue is. There's no brisket flavor at all. It's
If that's
insanely
real,
disappointing,
that's so
especially for what
sad.
you're paying for it.
Oh.
Wow. I almost feel if they completely removed the fried onions, it would be a better burger. The fried onions kill it, because what they probably told them was, the brisket's expensive, so just load an insane amount of the cheap fried onions on there and just put a little brisket on it. So that's all you taste. I would have had it without it. I probably would have liked it more.
I don't know. You're still going to town on it like you like it, so.
It's bad.
This is bad. This really isn't good.
This is quite embarrassing that they actually have brisket in the store.
Yeah, that's what's embarrassing. Oh, yeah, that's
And it ends up
the
tasting like
embarrassing part.
It's pathetically bad. You know, this is hilarious. This would be like
This is bad. No, I really don't like
if I got the Grillo's Pickles menu.
It's like Homer with the submarine sandwich that like turns green, and he's like, Marge is like, throw this shit away, and he's like, Marge, I'd like to be alone with the sandwich, and she's just like, are you gonna eat it? And he's like, yes.
From Sonic, when I couldn't taste any pickles. Right? Like what? You paid a premium price for the premium product, and the thing that's the premium is flavorless. So why did you bother with it? It's actually that bad.
Okay, so you've said it's bad like 12 times. So you ate 3 snack wraps, Tubbs. Just put it down.
Jeez. Well, I'll probably have 1 or 2 more bites because I'm hungry, but this is not good. I'm incredibly disappointed. I wish I just gotten a regular Whopper, honestly, because the Whopper is a staple. The Whopper is like an American staple. It never changes. It's always good. Man.
He did this with the drink. This is terrible. This is terrible. What kind of actual fucking retard do you have to be?
All right.
Ow, this stove is hot when I touch it. Oh, let me touch the stove. Ow, the stove is hot when I touch it.
I ate about 2/3 of it.
Yeah, we can see, retard. Thank you.
Just now. That last bite.
I was gonna say, yeah, you ate like 3 wraps. How are you like starving to death?
I got enough brisket in my mouth in that last bite to get a hint of barbecue flavor. I had to eat that much of the burger.
Well, you should have just flipped it around and went the other way. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I can sit in my own fatness and I can tell you how to smash a burger. But like, if you don't know how to person of calories properly, like I can't teach you that.
To get a hint of brisket flavor. Do not get this burger. Why they think they can trust, first of all, Burger King employees to make brisket is ridiculous. I don't think that they're actually having them slow cook it there. I think it would.
Has anyone tried this? Has anyone like actually had it and thought it was good?
That prepackaged stuff. Like for example, right now you could go to the grocery store and you can buy pre-cooked beef brisket that's like air packed into like a vacuum seal. I guarantee you it's what it is. They have it mass produced, they air pack it, they fly it in, they probably have to thaw it out in like a sink with water, and then they just microwave it. Microwave the beef brisket and toss it on the burger. There's no way that that could have so little flavor if it were actual like in-house made beef brisket. There's no way that that's real. That is fake as hell. Okay? So, ugh. I can't wait to brush my teeth. That was, oh. All right, so to recap, this is the most disgusting drink I've ever had on DSP Tries It. What was it called? The Cotton Candy Cloud Freeze?
Did Review Bra do it?
It is absolutely revolting. As you can see, it still hasn't changed its form. It's been like this the entire time. Absolutely disgusting. Just sugar water with like a hard candy flavor in it. It's just absolutely...
You said disgusting, so what are we going to go for? Atrociously bad?
Lip-curdling disgustingness. If I had a way to purge that from my body right now, I would. But I'm not going to do that because you'd all be disgusted. Okay? The wraps. The original wrap was terrible. The sauce was awful, and it was too bland and mushy. The spicy wrap was good because the sauce was spicy enough to add a good amount of flavor, and it actually did build up burning in my mouth. The honey mustard was good because it was a sweet honey mustard, and it complemented the kind of bland, over-savory flavor of the chicken. So I would say if you're going to...
I did last week. I feel dirty. It's not bad. It's probably the cheapest brisket they could get, barely thrown on a Whopper. It's a Whopper with a hint of pork barbecue. I appreciate you.
Royal Crispy wraps, either get the spicy or the fiery, I think it's called. The fiery if you want spice, or get the honey mustard if you want a sweetness. Do not get the original. The original is complete garbage. These are $3 each for the record, okay? And the Burger King Barbecue Brisket Whopper is atrociously bad.
There, I knew we'd get an atrociously bad. You just had to wait for it.
Completely overpriced. Has almost no brisket on it. Tastes nothing like brisket. I had to eat that much to get a hint of barbecue flavor in my mouth.
Okay, we can stop here. He hates it. He hates everything. Life sucks. Blah, blah, blah. Like, we're over it. Let's get up to speed now.
I mean, this is the makers of...
Let me try to cut through some of this garbage. Get back to the beginning. Give me 1 second here. Try to cut through like this cringy Like where he's dressed up in that like super terrible Halloween outfit. So we will now, that was last night when he ate the Burger King. So we are going to go to
Good morning,
today.
everyone. On today's show, we recap the crazy day that was yesterday and how it has now led to us needing to find a brand new subject for DSP Tries It. This time around, it's going to be a little different because I'm not doing any kind of crazy national chains. In addition, today is the return of Donkey Kong Bonanza. And in the last few days, I've gotten
The sleeves on your really ugly gray shirt are too long. Just, I know you're trying to match and you probably think like that you look super hot, but like, you look silly.
feedback regarding my playthrough and people who are playing the game. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that and how to approach this playthrough moving forward. Plus, I'm not doing a podcast tomorrow, so we'll have opportunity today for some extensive Q&A. So if anyone has any topics or things they want
Oh God, extensive Q&A.
to discuss, we can get it addressed. All this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Can we finally talk about how you reached out to that lawyer trying to get some help? And can we talk about anything interesting? Mommy G, thank you for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. Tasted better than Cat's barbecue. I remember that. And I quote, inedible. Yeah, she didn't make no food for that.
Alrighty, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the show. Today is Monday, the 21st of July, 2025. And I am ready for a fun and full day of streaming here with you on DSP Gaming. I hope that you're all ready as well. And the Bonanza has returned. As you can see, the Donkey Kong themed background, the Donkey Kong themed text has returned.
He's so proud of this. So proud of this.
And so has Donkey Kong Bonanza. Now, you may be saying, wait a minute. Donkey Kong Bonanza came out last Thursday. Big release for the Switch 2. You played it all day. Why on earth didn't you play it more? Why did you actually stop
Because you guys wouldn't keep fucking paying me money.
playing it as much as you were? Because you had said, actually, that you were going to play it.
I saw he reached out to somebody. Fuck, why don't I have this clip? Oh, because I am not competent.
And you didn't. And
I
now
think he reached out to somebody trying to figure something out. And then he got outed and then just like didn't want to talk about
here
it.
we are, it's, way into the next week, and now you're finally doing it, right? Well, there's good reason, and the reason is sound, all right? We played it all day long on release day, but last week, and after 6 hours, both myself and the viewing audience were bored. We had beaten the entire first world, gotten to the second, and it was just more of the same. More of the using the sonar to find either bananas or fossils, digging constantly to get them, solving optional puzzles. It was just the same exact gameplay loop without any
Oh, is that his name? Legal Mindset?
variation. It wasn't even like they were adding new things to the game. It was just the same thing over and over. So we got bored, and I was like, rather than me keep playing this game that we're already bored of, let's do some variety. Let's do some GTA. Let's do some Death Stranding 2. Let's come back to it next week. Let's see what the general consensus is in the gaming community for this game, and let's figure out how to approach it. So that's exactly what we did, and I'm actually happy that is what we did. I feel like if we had
Salutations, fellow dunces. As this guy made himself look stupid. We watched the DSP Tries It from last night where he got a nosebleed and shoved a tissue up there.
continued to play
That was
it the way that
hot.
we were playing it, that people would have been bored. All right. So here is the
People would have been bored equals people weren't giving me any money.
feedback. Now that the game has been out for a few days, and of course, people who supercharge and rush through games to beat them, we now know this. Here's the truth about the game. Donkey Kong Bonanza is a 15-hour game. However, if you treat the game like a collectathon, which is basically what the game's going for, it's trying to emulate the classic days of heyday. Back in the day, you had the Banjo-Kazooies, the Donkey Kong 64s, etc. If you play it like that, then the game can be as long as 60 hours long. Wow. Yeah. 60 hours of Donkey Kong Bonanza if you try to get all the bananas, all the fossils, and solve all of the puzzles. That's pretty insane. I don't even think I could survive 60 hours collecting items. Like Banjo-Kazooie, I 100%ed, both 1 and 2, but even those weren't 60 hours. Donkey Kong 64, one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire history as a creator and a gamer. I 100%ed, but it wasn't 60 hours. In fact, taking a look back, because I would actually like to look at that now, let's take a look at Donkey Kong 64.
I was watching last night that This Is How You Don't Play of Donkey Kong 64. God, it is maddening.
I played through
Oh
Donkey
my
Kong
God.
64.
Great video. It's like a 9-hour video, Outsider or whatever. Great video, but oh my God.
Was 33 videos long, each video being an hour long. Well, a few were a little bit longer. I'm taking a look. Some of them were like, an hour and 10. Some of them were 20 minutes. That was bizarre. A lot of these were longer than an hour, but some of them were like 20 minutes, so it kind of evens out. I would say probably the playthrough was between 30 to 40 hours long total, okay? So,
Yeah, no one's going to go watch that. If anything, they're going to go watch The Outsider. This Is How You Don't Play.
can you imagine now doing a modern-day collectathon 60 hours? Even if the game is good, I don't know if I could
Yet he can clock over a month of blueprints. I'm saying.
last 60 hours. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. I said the game's 15 hours long. Well, what does that mean? So apparently, if you do the bare minimum.
Yeah, he's played blueprints for like, what, like 75 hours at this
You
point?
just go through the game and collect whatever bananas you happen to run into. You beat the story elements. You get just enough to get by. Then the game's 15 hours long. And apparently there's some really interesting and creative worlds coming up that people are saying, absolutely, it's worth it. Keep playing the game. It gets better in time. I haven't spoiled myself, luckily. I haven't like looked ahead to see what's coming. So I will be genuinely surprised and either impressed or maybe not so impressed by what we're going to run into moving forward. But being that if I try to get everything, it's going to be 60 hours. I think at this point, we kind of have to make that decision. Do I bother getting items or not? And I think what we should do today for this stream, for 3 hours of gameplay, is just try to get through story elements and see what happens. Okay? Now, I know some of you might be disappointed. You might be saying, well, wait a minute. The whole point of the game is collect-a-thon. You
How much story can there be in Donkey Kong Bonanza?
said it yourself. So if you're skipping the collection aspect, doesn't that mean that you're missing out on a lot of the elements of the game? Yes. Yes. 100%. But the thing is, no one wants to see a 60-hour collect-a-thon on my streams. I don't know what else to say. Like, that's just the truth of the matter. You guys were bored. I was actually getting bored. I think that the game will shine if we focus on the original and fun things that are in each stage. And if we make good progress and we're seeing bosses and we're seeing upgrades rather than let's get this other fossil, let's get this other fossil, let's get this banana.
This is like all on you, dude. Like, this is, you have to play the game how you want to play it. I don't know why you're talking to all of us like we have some kind of opinion or whatever, but like, you're the one who's going to have to choose how you play it and what you do. Exactly, Tango. Having a conversation with himself. Boy, he is fucking looking rough today, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking rough.
Do an upgrade. Let's do banana. Fossil. You know? Now, that doesn't mean that I won't do optional stuff, right, Jasper Kitty?
It's 2 p.m. I'm faded on my third Moscow Mule. Big ups. Big ups to you, Rockman. Rockman.
Jasper's
Big
in the office
ups.
with me here today. He might jump on the chair at any moment, just so you know.
We've all seen a cat. You're good.
Yeah, we like. Oh, there he is. Very nice. We likely will
he's so
try
cute.
to at least still get stuff that's in our way. And if we see those optional challenge stages, like the ones that are combat challenges or platforming challenges, I'll probably still do those. But as for every single item in the environment, as addicting as it is, because it's addicting when you're trying to grab these environmental items. Oh, I want to get this one. Oh, there's one I can see right there. Let me just try to get it. Okay, let me get this banana. You can't stop. It's kind of like keep going, right? But if that makes the game 60 hours and you guys are bored, then what's the point? I'm not playing the game for me. I'm playing it for us. That's the difference. This is not my personal.
But you would have so much more fun and do so much better if you did just play it because you like it. Jasper, proof of life, confirmed. Jasper's still with us.
Offline playthrough. If it was, maybe I would actually go for everything. But I know that I have to be entertaining and sitting here collecting all these items.
Does anyone know where he got that blue shell? The blue Mario Kart shell in the background?
Is not the most entertaining thing from the feedback I'm getting. So today, we'll do a mix. We will try to push for story progress. I'll do a little bit of collecting here and there when I run into it. Okay? And that's how we'll approach this playthrough. Truth is, I don't want to skip the game. I think that there is probably some genuinely good stuff in there. People are saying there is. Like, it is worth it to go through the game. You're going to like, what you see. But don't get too caught up or hung up in the collecting because that's where you're going to get bored. All right? So that's how we're approaching it today. Now, I'm just going to say this up front. I don't want to hear any complaints.
That's true. I don't even know. Thank you, Left Cross. I'm so fucking retarded. I don't even know why I would ask. Let me just go find it on Amazon.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm tired of it. Every time that I do something, I'm in the wrong. So by playing the game the way I played it on launch day, man, this game is only boring because Phil's playing it that way, right? Now today, I'm going to play it a different way. If I start hearing people whining and saying, oh, well, he's...
What are you going to do? What are you going to do, asshole, if people are whining about the way you're playing the game? What are you going to do?
Skipping all the content. I don't want to hear it. No, really, I'm
Ooh,
tired
I
of
don't want to hear it.
The complaints department, here's where it is. It's located in the...
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Let's roll back. I didn't know this was going to get so salty.
We'll approach this playthrough. Truth is, I don't want to skip the game. I think that there is probably some genuinely good stuff in there. People are saying there is. Like, it is worth it.
I'll go to Amazon for the pillow in a minute.
You're gonna like what you see, but don't get too caught up or hung up in the collecting.
Here we go.
Because that's where you're going to get bored. All right?
I'm so desperate for fucking gold dust.
So
Let's
that's how
go.
we're
Let's
approaching it
go.
Today. Now, I'm just going to say this up front. I don't want to hear any complaints. No, seriously, I don't. I'm tired of it. Every time that I do something, I'm in the wrong. So by playing the game the way I played it on launch day, man, this game is only boring because Phil's playing it that way, right? Now today, I'm going to play it a different way. If I start hearing people whining and saying, oh, well, he's skipping all the content, I don't want to hear it. No, really, I'm tired of the complaints. The complaints department, here's where it is. It's located in this circular file cabinet. It's made of mesh. It's hollow in the middle. You know what I mean? The fucking trash can. That's where you can put your complaints. Because I just want to play the game and enjoy it, and I'm not going to sit here and hear people whining because it's like, oh, well, it's DSP playing, so if he plays it one way, it's wrong, and if he plays it the other way, polar opposite, it's also wrong. No, you're wrong in the fucking head because you don't like anything. So I'm not going to listen to it, okay?
Oh, I had hoped that would be a little saltier. It was so good, though. You can put all your complaints in the fucking garbage about how I play the game. Rah, rah, rah. Like, everybody complains about everything, dude.
Okay, so That's the attitude that I'm having with Bonanza today. Let's see how it goes, all right? The other factor here is that we have quite a few games that you guys want to see, right? I didn't play Tony Hawk. I did not play the new RoboCop Rogue City standalone expansion. There's other games coming out in August that you guys want. And I still owe you guys a Suikoden 2 HD playthrough. How on earth am I going to play all these games if I'm doing a 60-hour collectathon? The answer is I'm not. All right, so
maybe get rid of Minecraft, which nobody wants. Maybe get rid of Grand Theft Auto, which nobody wants. Oh, here it is.
instead of that, let's play it more casually. Let's just try to get through the story today. Let's see how it goes. All right? All right. That's how we're approaching it, and I hope that you understand.
There's one for like $25, and then there's one for $31. I don't know what the difference is.
And if you don't, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's kind of cute.
If you don't like the game, if you don't like the way I'm playing it, you can go elsewhere. A million people have already rushed through this game over the weekend and beaten it in its entirety, so you can go watch their playthroughs. Okay.
Get it, Chief?
Okay.
You get it?
Cool. So that's settled. Now, what I'd like to do is let you guys know an update on the schedule, because the schedule has changed a little bit based on what's been going on and based on feedback.
Oh, come on, man. I already had my whole fucking week planned around your bullshit. Big Rips, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate your generosity.
All right, so I want to give you an update on that so you know what to expect this week. Then we have to work on DSP Tries It, because you guys were so supportive yesterday. Okay, if you can believe it. We hit not just one, not just 2 goals, 1 for each stream, not just 3 goals with a bonus, not just 4 goals. We hit 5 support goals yesterday. That's insane. Thank you, obviously, if you were one of the people who supported this channel yesterday.
Yep, both of them, I'm sure.
That was not expected. That was unprecedented. To just come back on a random day and hit that level of support is wild. So not only did we qualify for the DSP Tries It of the barbecue brisket whopper at Burger King, but then we got 3 more goals in. We are on the trajectory to hit another DSP Tries It this week before the end of the week. So what we need to do is talk about what it's going to be. And I've got 3 really good options that I think all would make a great episode of DSP Tries It. However, none of them are well-known national chains. One of them is a very small local chain. One of them is an independent store, and another one might even be a ghost kitchen. I'm not sure. But what they're offering is kind of unique, and it's perfect for the summertime. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I'll tell you about all 3 options. We'll discuss, and we'll see if we come to a consensus of what should the next DSP Tries It be on this show, so that you guys know what's going on.
Oh, right. He wouldn't possibly beg, right? After getting $750 in a day? Only a fucking scumbag would be like, hey, let's get some money. Let's get some support.
And what we're working towards, okay? Now, in the meantime, we're at 73 out of 80 goals. We've got incredible momentum. Let's keep that momentum flowing today. Let's hit a goal on this stream for Donkey Kong Bonanza. Remember, during the Donkey Kong Bonanza streams, if you do a $20 contribution, whether that's a $20 tip, a $20 super chat,
you get to see his face really fucking badly imposed over a little banana,
or 4 gifted subs over on Kick, you will get a specialty animation for the playthrough and a corresponding sound effect. All right, so you get both. So let's see who's going to be the first person to contribute $20 and let us go bananas. Because let me tell you something. Ooh, banana. That's all I have to say. All right, so let's do it.
Gross.
Let's get some support going. Dan
Gross. God save me.
A ghost kitchen is a place that makes food solely for delivery apps, but doesn't actually physically exist as a location you can go to and eat at. So, for example, you may be on DoorDash, and it says, oh, here's a place where you can get gourmet sandwiches. And you order and they'll deliver. Oh, banana. Oh, banana. Thank you very much, Nick, for this.
There you go. That's what you get.
Super chat. I'll shout that out in a second.
Yep.
I love that sound effect. I love the 2. I love that one. I love donk, 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 gong from the N64 game. I love both of those. So you can't go to the restaurant
My brain
sit down
hurts.
And place an order and a waiter comes out. You can't order at a counter and go sit down and eat. They only deliver. So exactly, Spike Fitness says like MrBeast burgers. Exactly right. MrBeast burgers, you cannot go to a restaurant and sit down. They will only deliver. That's the premise of a ghost kitchen, okay? So thank you to Danzak for $2, and Nick just did a $20 super chat. Oh, banana. And he says, new spectator here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Nick. Good to have you here. I hope that you're ready for some bananas. And hopefully we have
I guess you just don't care how much of a tool you look like.
some fun with Donkey Kong today. I think we will. But
There is no God. Ben, don't get so nihilistic.
number 1, we stayed away for a while so that it wouldn't get stale. And number 2, since I'm going to play it in a different method, I do think that today will be an exciting stream. So excellent. Thank you, Nick, for the banana. What's going on? Let's see who's here in chat today. We got Chris. What's going on, Chris? We got Hybrid. We got Itzy. We got Parasolo. Jade is here. Sidious is here. Of course, Danzak is here. King Michael is here. What's going on? Over on the Kick side, we got Lave 420, Steak Toast, Jelly Base.
He got his money buff, you can tell. He's in a slightly better mood than usual.
Mini Wage. We get the weirdest names on Kick because they're always stock accounts. These people have been banned 17, 18 times and they come back with new accounts and the weirdest names. Pot of Riches. Wacky Slush. See what I mean? What the fuck is a Wacky Slush?
Oh my God.
How's everyone doing? Dr. Thundercock.
Boomer is boomer confirmed.
All right. I regret reading the names on Twitch. Or excuse me, the names on Kick. I never should have read those names.
Slow down, Grandpa. You're going too fast for your tired, withered old brain.
All right, hold on.
Do you think people in hell are forced to watch DSP? Yes, but he's probably even slower and there's no detractor to filter.
Yeah, first tip
yeah,
today,
there's no one to
$2,
filter.
$2. So, do you have any advice on overcoming a bad internet situation? Looking at pirate software and how he's crashing out, what advice would you give him to be a survivor of the incident? Well, here's the thing. I don't know the situation with pirate software. You guys got me all confused because you were talking about Stop Killing Games, but then I was seeing this picture of this guy, and I thought he was the guy who was running Stop Killing Games, and everyone was saying this guy is an asshole, no one likes him. This is like the new guy who the entire internet hates. And I was like, oh, so he's just the next DSP poser I see. Right? You know, everyone
Don't be ageist. I am offended. Aren't we like almost the same age, dude?
makes that association. Everyone hates him, so he's like DSP.
Yep, it's at like 0.25 speed. You don't get any buffer from raw fill. You don't get any buffer from any other detractor that you like, and it's just, yep, that's what it is.
Right? But I don't know this.
You just have to watch. Let's get some support.
Story. Like, I actually don't understand. I guess people are saying he's a former dev at Blizzard, but he's a Nepo baby and he's an asshole and everyone doesn't like him. I have not seen anything about this guy. I have not heard him in a video say a word. So I can't really speak to it. People keep trying to get me wrapped up in it, but I don't really understand the situation. If anyone ever wants to try to explain it to me here, I'd be open to try to figuring out what on earth is going on.
Try, Jay, what's happening, honey?
I know what Stop Killing Games is. Stop Killing Games is a movement where people are trying to do is make sure that games don't get retired permanently and are unplayable, that they have some posterity, right? That you can preserve them for future generations to understand. For example, one of the major problems right
Hey, I'll take young lady. That's the nicest shit I'm going to hear today.
now with gaming is that you have these only online games, but then once the servers are retired years after the games are old and no one's really playing them anymore, now they're unplayable. So all you have is a memory or gameplay footage, but no one can actually play it. Also, I think there was a problem back in the day, like in the 2000s with PC games, where they were putting DRM and shit on the game so that you needed to like go online and log into an account to play the game. But now those online services don't exist anymore, so the games are completely unplayable. So I guess what they're trying to do is find ways to get around that to preserve games. Sounds like a great movement to me. I don't see a single problem with that. That all makes sense to me completely. I don't know why anyone would not even be supporting that movement. I'm actually genuinely confused why someone would be against the preservation and posterity of games. Like, what's wrong with that? I don't get it. That would be like right now, here's why something like that makes sense to me and is actually near and dear to my heart, okay? Literally right now, there's no way that
Toxie's young and hot. Both of these are lies. X'd out.
I could play Super Street Fighter 2
I'll be 41 in November. Both of these are lies.
Turbo as the accurate arcade version that I played back in the day in tournaments. It doesn't exist.
Everything's happening. Hope things calm down here. Oh
The
my
only versions
goodness.
that exist right now are shitty ports where the game runs the wrong speed or the netcode is ass. Like, there's no actual way for me to play Super Turbo because no one actually bothered making a good version of it. So now you can't do it. Now, from what I'm to understand, there are ways you can emulate it so that you can play the real version. I don't have that access. You know, I can't play things like GGPO and stuff because idiots will get my IP address. So I kind of understand, geez, man, a game from back in the day that I think is amazing and I would love to play it, and I just don't have any way to do that. Well, if Stop Killing Games is working on ways to do that, then I'm 100% for it. 100%. I don't see
I'm classic and hot? No, that's not. No, you got to take hot off of there.
a problem with it.
Would be nice.
So if that's the case,
But
right, I don't know who the hell this Pirate Games guy is or what, anything about him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. But then again, like I said, I've never heard him. I've never read any of his methodology. I don't know why everyone hates him. Besides, everyone says he's a Nepo baby and he pitched.
I want to be 43 and hot. Someone please tell me it's still possible. Yeah, can I be 40 and like still, like, what do I got to do?
Changes his voice to sound like he's a deep voice dude because actually he has a high pitched squeaky mouse voice and he changed it so that people wouldn't make fun of him on the internet. That's all I know about it. Okay.
Yep, I'm AI. None of this is real.
Okay. All right, so let's keep doing shout outs. And let's
I'm
see what
not
it
even
takes
a
us
real
here.
person.
So,
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Sarah has done our first sub of the day.
There you go. Classic and acceptable. Try Jay, you and me on that wavelength,
Thank
like
you, Sarah.
always.
Over on Kick.
Like I could pass if I, like, had to. What is this asshole
You know,
going
say
on
what you will
about?
me. All right, say what you will about me, but I don't hide anything when it comes to, you know, my physical appearance, my voice. Never. I've never been someone who hid and said, "Oh, I
MILF status.
don't want to show you who I am." I know I'm getting older. I know I'm losing some of my hair. I know my hair's getting gray. I'm getting a wrinkly face. My voice has always been this high pitched, and I'm not
Well, I mean, you know, that sucks for you.
trying to hide it. You know what I mean? Like right now, I could put a voice changer on my voice to make my voice sound deeper, but why would I care? I am who I am, and I represent myself as who I am, and I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm trying to
You should be, but I mean, you know, we can't teach you shame.
age gracefully. I'm not, you know, trying to pretend like I'm, you know, I'm going to pitch change my voice, I'm going to change my appearance. I'm not doing that. So I don't even understand that, you know, guys like LTG saying, work on your sexy. The fuck are you talking about?
It means like, it means your shit looks grody, bro. Like, what do you want me to say?
Internet gamer.
I prefer my status as, meh, you could do worse. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah, I don't mind that.
Streamer who talks
I wouldn't mind somebody just looking at me and being like, Well, you could be uglier. Like, oh, okay, there we go. Raven, thanks for being a member for 3 months, honey. I appreciate you.
People on a podcast every day. Why do I have to work on my sexy? I'm not a fucking supermodel who's gonna be walking down the.
Yeah, I thought he had all this like natural. What did he say? He had like natural bass in his voice or something.
Runway in Milan showing off fucking Gucci clothes. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a delusional idiot.
Still upset on LTG confirmed.
Exactly. I don't hide the fact that some of my
There we go. Oh, he's really proud of this. We're going to show off like that he dresses like a tool.
undershirts are longer than the sleeves of my overshirts. I don't give a shit. Why would I give a shit? I'm okay with myself.
You're not though, or you wouldn't bring this up.
And it's sad that there's some people out there that just can't do that, that they have to constantly be working on how they look or how they sound or, you know what I mean? Just fucking stop. Stop and face reality. It doesn't matter. None of it fucking matters. You're wasting your time and everyone laughs at you. Okay.
If I tried to pull myself together, you'd probably feel okay taking me somewhere. That's the best way I can describe myself. If I didn't always have my hair piled up on my head, if I would dye away all the gray, wear something that wasn't like 3 sizes too big and maybe put makeup on or something, you could possibly maybe sometime want to take me somewhere where there might be other people and you probably wouldn't feel horrifically bad about it. And I probably wouldn't make you feel ashamed. Raven, thank you for the gifted sub, honey. I appreciate you. Thank you for the generosity. Optimus, thanks for the 2. Can we pause to mock the bacon neck?
All right, let's continue. Thank you, Sarah, for the gifted sub. Envy Elroy did a $2 super chat. Can you wear a tie when you play Donkey Kong? Joking. I'm ready for some bananas. And I'm pretty sure they sell a Donkey Kong tie, don't they? They probably do. I'm sure I could get one, but not only am I going to get a tie just for the playthrough. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm going gray. I don't care, I guess. I used to care. Like 5, 6, 7 years ago when it was like starting to go. I was like, oh my God, no, it's awful. And now I'm just like, eh.
$5 super chat. And he says, what do you think about the fact that Destiny 2 had to use fan footage in a court case because they sunsetted their content and they can't restore it? Yeah, I'm aware of this. You want to know how I'm aware of this? Because my wife, last year, was it last year? I think it was last year, was trying to get into various different games, and Destiny 2 was one of them. And she actually bought, like, the base game and then got 1 or 2 of the expansions. And then when she went to play it in order, she's like, I'm going to just play all the content in order so I understand the story. She couldn't. They actually removed the story. So there's no way for you to play it and understand what the fuck is going on. You either have to go watch someone else who played it, or you have to go watch, like, a summary video that someone created, because they actually deleted their own.
There you go. At least I'm funny. There you go. Golden voice, sometimes. Kind of funny.
Content. How fucking stupid can you be as a game developer to delete the content in the timeline so no one can play through it and understand it? I mean, this is the makers of Halo, so imagine they just decided one day, we're just deleting Halo 2. No one can ever play Halo 2 ever again. You can play Halo 1 and 3. That's it. Jesus.
RJ, thanks for the 10 jokes on you, Toxie. I'm always ashamed of myself. Yeah, I get I understand. There are a lot of days where I look in the mirror and I'm like, well, this is just what it's going to be today.
How dumb are these fucking people? My God, these people are fucking atrociously stupid. I just can't understand how you can have that thought in your head and think it's full of logic. You're a dunce. Okay.
Why is he like flipping out? Like he's so fucking boring today.
Ridiculous. Anyway, NBA dude did a £2 super chat and says, whoa, buddy.
It's whoa, buddy. I mean, if you're gonna do it.
It's been a long time, thankfully.
I can't even do the man justice, but come on now. You know what that is.
And it's subsided. I don't have to hear that and the fucking constant ringing of a fucking stupid dinner bell.
Oh,
chime.
shots fired. Shots fired, Aquino.
So that's like the Pied Piper of the mentally deficient. And oh my God, I'm so happy to be out of that vortex. Let me tell you. 4 months. 4 months I've been out of that shit. I don't have to hear or see any of that shit. It's amazing. It's so refreshing.
You watch every time they stream. I guarantee you watch every time.
To be back to the normal fucking world outside of the realm of complete morons. Anyway, thanks for a $2 super chat. All right. All righty.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to say it. Retard alert. Retard alert.
Oh, no. You're Not Funny says, imagine if LTG won the multiverse like in Loki, and his statue is everywhere, and it reads, work on yo sexy. Yeah, or what if LTG was like Kang the Conqueror, and there's like 70 billion multiverse versions of him, all slight variations, but they're all equally just as fucking obnoxious and delusional? Oh, man. Dude, someone has to make that movie. That would make bank. That's a 500 million to 1 billion view video on YouTube right there. All right? Very nice. What's up, Jade? You're welcome. It's all good. CD says another funny thing about Pirate, his game is criticized for having bad code. His defense is... What happened? Scroll up the screen. His defense is... The game is so well optimized, it runs on a fridge. Later proved it was only streamed.
Is PWR still a thing?
Eh? I don't get it. NBA dude, thanks for another super chat. Just please keep sending them. Especially if you're gonna leave messages like that, please just keep sending them. You're really felting me. I'm being so felted when you send me money. So please keep felting me as much as you can. It's hilarious. People don't understand the concept.
You made like $2 off him. Like, how thirsty are you for money, bro?
Of what felted even means. Are you aware of what the term even means? Okay.
I am. I know what felted means. Do you know what felted means?
Felted means you're at a casino.
Yes.
You play your hand, you lose, you have no money. Hence, all you can see in
PWR is cooked.
front
Oh,
of you is the felt
I heard that like everything, like he got really popular and then it like dropped off like real quick.
of the table because you're broke. Get it? So you're felted, you're cashed out, you're bankrupt. All right? So when you send me a contribution to felt me, you are literally doing the opposite.
He still streams not that hot though. Hmm.
You are putting more money in front of me. Hence, you are doing the opposite of felting. Get it? Jasper boy, how you doing today?
Okay, I guess.
Alrighty, let's see here.
But you're the one like begging, like you need it so desperately, like you are not going to be able to like fucking pay your rent on the first. So I kind of feel like you felt it yourself, bro. But okay.
$1.11 says, I'm a glass bottle afraid of
I
record
heard he did cocaine on stream. Jesus Christ.
players. Good for you. I have no idea what the hell you just said. Thanks for the tip, though. All right. No, they have released collections with Super Turbo, but they literally haven't.
People realized he wasn't nearly as retarded as he appeared at first. He's too normal for what people wanted him to be. Oh, so it was kind of like shtick that he was like
Had
retarded.
a collection that's good with Super Turbo. Like, there was one collection years and years ago. The problem was it lagged so bad you couldn't really play the game. The game actually was just complete lag abuse. Like, for example, in Super Turbo, Blanca is arguably the worst character. All right? But when the game lags, he's actually one of the
I
best.
don't care. Sorry, y'all. We're
I
probably
know
going to
what
do
you're
an abridged version of this today because I'm not dealing with all this game shit.
Let me talk about I got distracted. Joe started talking to me. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so we got 3 places that I'd like to consider
Oh, we're going to look at food.
upcoming DSP Tries It, which might even happen this week. Okay?
The Kino crowd gassed up PWR to see what he would reveal about Piggy, but he backed out, so Kino moved on. Oh, I appreciate the lore. Thank
So here's
you.
what we got, all right? 3 places that are all summertime.
I know he got like super popular and like a bunch of people were watching him and I didn't see the appeal. I was happy if he could get away from DSP and stop giving him money. I was happy for that.
Foods.
Even though he came in my chat and called me a whore.
Things that I think, oh, it's a good thing for like a summer, summer meal. All right? American fare. All right? Not international or anything like that, but more American food. All right? So the first place does gourmet hot dogs as well as chicken tender sandwiches and cheesesteaks. The catch is everything they do, they put on these giant pretzel buns. Okay? It's these giant long pretzel buns. They do all kinds of different gourmet hot dogs. They do like a more traditional, which is just like, mustard and sauerkraut and onion. But then they do high-end ones with crazy toppings on top as well. They also do chicken in the pretzel bun with like barbecue sauce, but then they also do like a Philly cheesesteak. And they also do some sides. I do believe they have one dessert as well, but I'm not exactly sure. So basically think gourmet hot dogs, but other things too. So if I were to get stuff from that place, I'd probably order 1 or 2 hot dogs and then maybe like something else, whether a chicken sandwich or one of the cheesesteaks. Get like 2 or 3 things to all taste test. Okay? What's it called? I think it's called like MLB Dogs or something like that. But again, I can't even show you like a website. It's on some of the delivery apps, so I know I can order from there. But it might not be a physical location. It might be a ghost kitchen. I'm suspecting it may be. Okay? Now, there's another place. This place 100% focuses on melt sandwiches. Well, what is a melt? Well, basically, it's toasted bread with cheese and sauce and then various ingredients in the middle. So in some cases, it's like roast beef. In some cases, it's like pastrami. In some cases, chicken. Okay? All different kinds of deluxe melt sandwiches. I've never had this place before. It looks interesting. Like, again, if I were to do that, I would probably get maybe like 3 different kinds of sandwich, completely different ingredients, and kind of taste them against each other and see what's good, what's not, or whatever. They also have a dessert sandwich with like strawberries and cream and stuff on it. Not too sold about that. Strawberries and cream on toast? I don't know about that. But it could be all right. I don't know.
Have you ever had like French toast with like strawberries and whipped cream? I make a mean stuffed French toast.
So that's another place I've never gone to, and I've never really tried anything like that.
It's a grilled cheese, you retard.
And it's local, okay? Now, option number 3 actually is a local chain. And what I mean by that is I think they have like 3 locations.
You just gotta sometimes just give your fucking head a shake, you know?
It's called Shake and Go. Now, admittedly, I was confused. I thought that Shake and Go was actually Shake Shack, but I was mistaken. Shake and Go is a local chain.
Yeah, Shake Shack would be Shake Shack. It wouldn't be called something else because that's fucking stupid.
That has a location that's like maybe 20 minutes away from me, not even. And then there's a few others in my state. So what they do is they do all kinds of sandwiches, including gourmet burgers, chicken sandwiches. They also do wraps, different kinds of wraps.
He should eat a bag of dicks. I
They
agree.
do sides, like fries, onion rings, that kind of stuff. But also they do gourmet shakes. So if I were to order from there, I'd probably get like a burger, one of the other items, whether it be a side or a different kind of sandwich or a wrap, and then a shake. Okay?
He's pig-splaining everything. He doesn't have anything. Look at the time. I know we're way past that because we've got skip juice, but it's 10 after. The man has nothing else to talk about. This is how you know that he doesn't have anybody else to share anything with. This is shit that he should be talking to his significant other about, but he doesn't have one. This is shit he should be talking with his friends about, but he doesn't have any.
So there you go. All three are completely different. Gourmet hot dogs and or other things, but the focus is gourmet hot dogs. Gourmet melt sandwiches of various different kinds. Or a purely American-style place that does burgers, sandwiches, wraps, and shakes. Okay? Those are the three options. So what I'd like to do is get your opinions. What we may do is a poll right now in both chats and see which ones you think you would like more. And that will be our DSP Tries It, coming up next. And then based on that, we'll figure out, what we'll order and stuff like that. And then we'll get hyped for this week. It looks like if we get some good support this week, it looks like we will be hitting this goal by the end of the week. So we're doing a second DSP Tries It in the same week, which is pretty crazy. Okay? So let's go ahead and
if you've got his address, you can send him a bag of dicks if you want to buy it and send it to him, I think.
do a poll. Dan Zach, I don't know off the top of my head if they have Coney dogs. What I would say is let's vote. And let's see what people want, and then maybe go from there. Let's do a vote. Let's do some polls. No, links are not allowed in the chat, sadly. You're saying you actually did find a website for them? Because I was looking, I didn't see one for Shake and Go, and I didn't see one for the melt place, but admittedly, I don't think I looked for the hot dog place.
Can your mods put links in chat?
Okay, let's do a poll.
I've had girlfriends talk about their day and be more interesting. That's pretty bad. You're just looking at her like, why won't this bitch shut up? Hello, sir?
Okay, there, now let's put it over here. Man, I'm belching today, baby. Excuse me.
Phil is a woman 100%. Sorry, Toxie. I mean, maybe he is. I don't claim him, though.
From this place. Well, I shouldn't be eating that. Be any good or not.
Oh, let me see.
Some shout outs to do. First off, $1.20 tip, you should go and have barbecue for DSP Tries It. I've already explained the reason I'm not doing barbecue is because I just don't want to eat a lot of red meat. Like, I'll give you a perfect example, okay? You guys say, well, I don't get it, Phil. You say you don't want to eat red meat, but yesterday you had Burger King. Right, but what did I have at Burger King? Let's think about it. A terrible drink that I took 2 sips of, a bunch of chicken wraps, and I had about 2/3 of an awful Whopper. So what there was stuff I shouldn't eat? The 2/3 of the awful Whopper. That's it. Everything else is fine, you see? But if I go to a barbecue place, what do you want to see from a barbecue? You want to see the meats, right? You want to see some ribs. You want to see some brisket. You want to see some pulled pork. Now, admittedly, you could also do barbecue chicken, but you don't go to the barbecue place just to try the barbecue chicken. Especially if I'm doing the DSP Tries It, you're going to want me to do a variety of meats from this place. Well, I shouldn't be eating that. You understand? I really shouldn't. If I eat barbecue and I eat a bunch of red meat, I have a very big chance that
You could stop drinking so heavily all the time. You could do that.
could have a health issue, and I don't want to do that. There's a difference between, oh, okay, once a week I eat fast food and I have like a burger, versus, oh, I'm having a giant platter of red meats and taste testing them all against each other, and now I'm putting myself at risk. So I'm doing it for my own health.
Well, if you'd stop trying to do this every 3 days and kill yourself, like...
All right. Okay. Let's see here. Dan's acted a $2 super chat. Do they have Coney dogs? No, you saw what they have. They have like two or three variations. They have like a
you're
classic hot
trying
dog,
to
and then they have
do
a
this
crazy
like every fucking few days. Like, this is not good. You're so desperate for the money.
one where they put bacon, jalapenos, serrano peppers, onions, mayo, mustard, and avocado.
Do we get to see? Are you going to share?
Oh, what the frick, man? That's nuts. That's a hell
What the frick? You are 43 years old, bro.
of a combination to put on a hot dog. It's just wild.
Say
So-
fuck and say it with your chest out. Do we get to see anything?
Well, we'll find out, I guess, because you voted for it. So I guess we're doing it next, something different. And the thing is, the good news is, we can do a bunch of these, and we can go back and forth. So let's say we do that as the next DSP tries it. Now, in the meantime, if something else happens, and there's a limited time thing or something that happens somewhere else, let me know. Maybe we'll do that. But then we could go back to one of these other ones that
No, he's never going to stop doing food.
I have the idea for. We can kind of bounce back and forth between local and other stuff. Okay? Yeah, if they're a ghost kitchen, how much you want to
This guy, as soon as he does something that even kind of sort of slightly works, he does it until like 6 months after the shit quit working.
They probably are a ghost kitchen that does like 10 different businesses. They probably do.
Sir, you're still live. Hello? Serrano peppers are worse than jalapeno, by the way. He will die.
Okay, so thanks for helping me decide. All right. Now, we're not doing a podcast tomorrow. All right, tomorrow's going to be my skip day. I skip the podcast about twice a week now. It seems to be working well. You know, doing the podcast every day, we don't necessarily have something to talk about, but it seems like when I save the podcast for days when we have, you know, set topics of discussion, it usually works well. So tomorrow we'll skip. We'll come back on Wednesday. But in the meantime, what do you guys want to talk about? Let's get some back and forth Q&A and discussion.
Oh, so we got 45 minutes minimum of Q&A here. Holy fuck.
Discussion going now. So we can have a nice chill time here, and that way, you know, there'll be no burning questions left unanswered and things. You know,
Are there burning questions left unanswered?
before
Other than why are you the way that you are?
we take the day away. So what's ever on everyone's mind? Would I consider trying the MrBeast Ghost Kitchen? Absolutely not. I'm not going to give that guy $1 of my money. He doesn't deserve it. And the food apparently is atrociously bad to the point where he has actually disowned his own ghost kitchen, saying if he could get out of it, he would.
I tried MrBeast burger. This was years ago, like when it was first a thing. It was expensive. I mean, depending on, like, you know, but I thought it was good as fuck.
But it's his worst business decision ever because there's no standards whatsoever at his ghost kitchen.
Ooh, anything to shit on MrBeast.
So some are good and some are atrociously bad, and people are you know, complaining, and he has no control over.
Stop being like, I know he's not, I know that MrBeast doesn't, you know, he's not thrilled with how MrBeast burger went, but like, you know, you're so shitty. Like, you're so mad. You're so mad that he's spending his millions of dollars and like fucking his hot girlfriend. Like, you're so mad.
For it to make it better. So basically it's hurt his reputation.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I tried his chocolates when they were
As soon as you're done being bitter, can we move on?
discount clearance. That's correct. I did
Yep, that's right. He's got $11 billion kajillion dollars.
do that.
Fucks his hot girlfriend,
You're trying to
and
get-
you sit here and pull sweaty man JPEGs and jerk off. Yes, that's right.
Rid of them. It was like bargain prices. They were slashing prices to get rid of the inventory because no one eats that shit. I don't hate MrBeast. I just don't like the fact that basically
Real, bruh. You don't hate him because it kind of sounds like you do.
internet culture has changed towards creation that's just garbage creation for no.
Oh, in other words, you couldn't keep up with his level of production, and you couldn't keep up with what he was doing, and you're bankrupt in the fucking brain, and you couldn't come up with anything
value.
because
Doesn't
you're just a fucking creative fucking cul-de-sac, and he's not. And okay,
really do anything for benefit of society. It's real garbage stuff, and it's corrupting a whole generation of youth who think that that's like good stuff and good behavior, and it's not. You know, I don't personally have anything against MrBeast. I don't care about the fucking guy. He doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form.
right, Ben. So you hate him, is what you're saying. You hate him because you're not him. Is kind of what I feel like what's happening here. Regardless of how you feel or don't feel about MrBeast, you just, you know, you're just mad that you're not him.
Thoughts on the CEO that got fired after getting caught?
Hey, wait, I don't pull sweaty man JPEGs. Oh, wait, you were talking about me. No, honey, not you.
Concert? Well, it just goes to show you that people who are in positions of power at these major corporations are usually not very smart because they're usually silver spoon in the mouth born, had everything handed to them their whole life. They're just morons. They think that they have infinite power and can get away with anything. This guy is a complete fucking idiot. He's married, has a family. He's
Who? Wait, what did I miss? What's going on? Hold on. Huh?
fired after getting caught cheating at a Coldplay concert. Well, it just goes
Oh, the guy. Yeah, okay. If MrBeast tried to fuck Phil, he would let him. I don't know. I think you'd have to pay Phil first, but yeah, probably. Phil can be bought. You can make Phil do whatever the fuck you want. It's just, is there enough money?
thoughts on the CEO that got fired after getting caught cheating at a Coldplay concert. Well, it just goes to show you that people who are in positions of power at these major corporations are usually not very smart because they're usually silver spoon in the mouth born, had everything handed to them their whole life. They're just morons. They think that they have.
Optimus, thanks for the $5, honey. I appreciate you. How many wells has DSP built? How many deaf people has he helped hear? How many blind people has he helped see? How many carts of groceries has he bought?
Infinite power and can get away with anything. This guy is a complete fucking idiot. He's married, has a family, he's rich, powerful. What does he do? That's not enough for him. That's not enough. I need everything. So I also need to be able to sleep with whoever I want, whenever I want. So let me sleep with the head of HR. And then, oh, I'm immune to anything. So I'm just going to publicly be with this woman out in public. You know? No, you fucking idiot. I mean, it just shows to show these people are just complete fucking idiots and don't deserve to have the power they have. They're not in the best interest of
The dude fucking around on his wife doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to have the power. It just means that there are some people in this world who want to have their cake and eat it too. Like, that's really all that means. It has nothing to do with, like, the working side of things.
anyone doing the right things.
There are some men and women that just want to have their cake and eat it too.
There is a upper echelon class of people in the United States and worldwide, but it's very prevalent in the United States. They're the 1%ers. They've never done a damn thing to earn anything. They literally have everything handed to them. And then they just stay there for the rest of their lives. It's called failing up.
These losers are so fucking pathetic. They have everything handed to them. Guys, can we get another $20 super chat in here? Kind of need another $20 super chat. But these guys, they have like no idea what they're doing and they can't do anything. And everything just gets handed to them, born with a silver spoon up their ass. And oh my God, you guys, if we could get another $100, that'd be super.
They make mistakes. They do fucked up stuff. They get promoted. They get rewarded.
Trust me, poor people cheat. I've dated enough fucking losers that are broke that cheat. Trust me, it's not just the rich, dude.
This is just the case where the only reason that this guy has
a lot of dudes and a lot of chicks that are broke as fuck around on people.
Any kind of repercussions is because it happened at a Coldplay concert and the Coldplay guys called him out. That's it. That's literally the only reason. If that didn't happen, he would have got away with this scot-free and continued to do heinous actions for the rest of his life and failed upward. That's how it works for that upper.
So is that what this guy's doing? Is he failing upward? Painted Black Cloud, thank you for the 5. An optimist, how many empty video game cases has MrBeast sent his fans? None. I thought 1% so.
As the rest of us, we make mistakes. We get penalized. There's consequences. We suffer. Not them. But this guy just happened to be the one guy who got caught out because of bad luck.
Lots of people get caught. A lot of famous people get called out for their cheating. Who was that chick that cheated on, the Twilight guy, Robert Pattinson? He was with some chick and like she cheated on him. Didn't like Tiger Woods was like, yeah, I'm fucking like 80 different women that like aren't my wife. Like some people do and some people don't. Some people just are not that kind of person. Some people are. I don't think you, sir, have actually fucked enough different people to kind of know about any of that stuff. Also, didn't you cuck a dude? Like left cross here. Sir, didn't your wife cheat on a guy with you? Yeah, right. Didn't you text him basically telling him that he fucking got cucked because you were taking his woman? Sir, hello? Are we still here? Bezos' ex-wife is the richest woman in the world because Bezos fucked around. Right, you fuck around and you find out. But like somebody else in the chat said a minute ago, plenty of broke-ass men and women that are cheating too.
I know that Nintendo is saying that if they catch you doing things on Switch 2 they don't want you doing, like modding it or stuff like that, they'll brick it. But apparently that's already been a clause for a long time. But I guess now
it's a personal choice that men and women make.
People found out about it.
And some do and some don't.
Court case regarding it.
I gotta go with Bored Panda on this one. Sir, this is a gaming podcast.
I realized there was more than one person cheating. Why am I solely blaming the dude? I'm not. I'm speaking from my own perspective. The woman probably is exactly the same situation as him. I don't know. I only heard that, from his perspective, he's the CEO. Someone asked me about, did you hear about the CEO? They didn't say, did you hear about the couple? They said, did you hear about the CEO? So I was answering from the perspective of the question. Do you understand? MVL Roy says, did you hear about a Donkey Kong movie Nintendo was suing for copyright? I don't know. I heard a really weird thing, okay? I heard a really weird thing.
Don't do that to Joey Greco. don't do that. I love Joey Greco.
I guess people thought that Nintendo was making a Donkey Kong movie because there was some kind of a filing saying that a Donkey Kong movie was in production.
Can't lie, there are some nights where I've just had a cheaters like with Joey Greco just fucking marathon.
But then Nintendo says no, that's not us, and then they sued immediately to say stop.
Apparently, cheating is worse when you're a CEO. Yep.
No, that's so confusing to me.
Get
what
it,
makes
Chief?
someone think they could make a Donkey Kong movie if they don't own the IP? I don't get it. I don't know the whole situation. Excuse me. Mr. Mark just did a €10 super chat. Greetings from Germany. May I ask what the button is? What the button is? Are you talking about this, the YouTube play button? This is the YouTube play button for this channel, DSP Gaming. I got this over a decade ago. In fact, probably it was like...
Joey Greco takes me back, especially to the episode where he gets stabbed. Yeah, it's the one where like they got to go on the boat. Like the guy's out on a boat or something. Yeah, poor Joey. Like he gets fucked
2010, 2011-ish, 2012-ish maybe.
And then there was then they had that, I don't remember that one guy's name, that one host. I didn't like him. And then they got fucking Clark Gable. Like
100,000 subs on YouTube. It's the original YouTube play button. They stopped making it over a decade ago, so I have one of the first ones. You can't actually get this anymore. It's actually pretty much collected.
Most of it was probably like super fake, but it was still pretty good.
There's item because you can't get them. Now they make a new one that looks completely different. Honestly, I think this one looks better. That's what that is. And then he said, do you push on your chair from time to time? I have no idea what that means. Do I push on my chair from time to time? My opinion on Donkey Kong will be amended today as I play more. I haven't played it since launch day. I have nothing further to say about it. Genesis Gaming, 41 months as a member. Thank you so much for that. It says Nintendo is apparently getting legal problems left and right for breaking of consoles in the same week.
Wasn't there an episode where they broke up a rave after a kid licked LSD off a button and fell out a window? I have never heard of this.
I don't know anything about that. Most disappointing.
Now I just want to go watch Cheaters.
Game I played this year.
21
I would
Jump
actually look at everything I played this year. Here. Let me take a look at everything I played this year. Okay, let me go back to the beginning. So let's see, we did Dino Crisis, we did...
Been audio style most of the time, just looked over and saw the license, probably one of my favorites so far. Oh yes, my Beg and Bore Incorporated Restreamer license. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and Phil can get fucked.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, Mouthwashing, played with Mai Shiranui, we did some chess, Onimusha Warlords, Monster Hunter Wilds Beta, Elden Ring Night Rain, Network Test, and then the final game, Avowed, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, Tape 1.
Why are we doing this? Nobody cares.
Because the metal rod is shoved up their ass, and now all that happens is their mouth moves like this, but nothing else moves. AAA game, high budget, this is how you make your cutscenes, right? So, yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's dog shit. It's fucking terrible. There you go.
Yeah, you can watch Cheaters for free on YouTube, yeah. if you want to watch it. Go get nostalgic for some Joey Greco, watch some Cheaters.
I also want to ask how many games have I played on my channel? Let's see.
Can we watch something more fun?
Hold on.
You know what I love watching? This is like, I shouldn't admit this, but I really do. The Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator.
See that.
The best compilation, like with commentary that I can find, is there's a YouTuber named MrBeast, and he does the whole, like, he calls them like the Predator Chronicles, where he watches all of the To Catch a Predator stuff. And he's really funny. It's a few years old now, but I think it's still worth a watch. It's really funny. Good old T-Cap. I love To Catch a Predator. Cheaters is good.
Maybe not. Trying to think. How could I see how many playlists I have? Okay, hold on. What if I do this? No, I can't see there either. I have no idea. I don't know how to see how many playlists I have. Because that would be the answer. It would be off by maybe like 100, but, you know, playlist, generally, every new game I play, I create a new playlist for. So, but
you watch MrGG. I love
I don't know
MrGG.
how to see how many playlists I have on the channel. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out. Nothing counts that.
Oh, yeah. Cinnamon Toast Ken does T-Cap. That's true.
Oh, this year I had a lot of games that were surprisingly good. Games I never heard, like Blueprints, I never even had heard of, and people said, you got to play it. It's great. I started playing. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
I only know it from the South Park episode. Oh my God, it's Chris Hansen.
So original, you know? Armin the Powers here says he can't wait to play Ghost of Yotei. It's going to be his #1 favorite video game. It's going to be his game of the year. He enjoys Ghost of Tsushima so much.
Do I know Skeeter Gene? He's good too. No, I don't know who that is.
Ghost of Tsushima, but of course, they're probably going to have much better graphics.
Yeah, it's not called To Catch a Predator anymore. Now it's called... Oh, damn. I know Charlie watched some of them, Sir Moist, and I know MrGG, I think, covered some of the new stuff. But it's not called To Catch a Predator
I've already been
anymore.
saying that physical games are on the way out. I said this 100%, that physical games are just collector's items now. They serve no purpose because when you get a physical game, you put it in your console, you don't have the game. It still downloads the game anyway. It's just a placeholder to claim you own something you really don't. All you own is a license to play that digital game.
Remember Passions? I know a couple of times again, like huge like geek moment that I'm not super proud of, but I'm a big fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and they reference the semi-joke soap opera Passions. So yes.
So yes, I do believe eventually they will be phased out.
Hanson versus Predator. There it is.
I truly do. What'll happen is physical games will only be available as part of the collector's edition. So if you spend the extra money to basically pay for the production cost, then they'll give you a box and all of that. But for the most part, I think physical games will go away. Oh, man.
It's so hard to sit here and do nothing to make all this money.
Do I miss East Coast food like Jake's Wayback and Burgers and Dutchess? Jake's Wayback Burgers, not really. I only had them a few times. I think I did a DSP Tries It on them once or twice. I barely ate that. But places like Dutchess, Tomlinson's, Merritt Canteen, all the Italian food that I used to eat when I was on the East Coast, seafood as well. I do miss all
Have a seat with Chris Hansen.
that stuff. Absolutely, I did. But not particularly Jake's Wayback Burgers, no. Parasolo, 50 months as a member. Thank you so much. Just can't wait for MGSP Redemption to run next month. Yes, the Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Now I feel like we all need to have a day where we just watch like Cheaters and To Catch a Predator.
Triple Snake Sucker Revival game or whatever it's called. Comes out next month and I will be playing it. Yes, I know that one's going to get some attention on it for sure. We have some dancing bananas over on Kick. I was able to make a dancing banana emote for Kick. I can't make emotes for YouTube because they never allow me to add new emotes anymore. But on Kick, we got dancing bananas. I mean, YouTube still doesn't have motion emotes. That's pretty sad, don't you think?
Yeah, there is. Oh, what is that one guy's name? Who, I don't know if he's necessarily a lol cow, but he's been like in and out of like prison and done like a bunch of fucked up stuff. And he was the one that like tried to like cornholio himself. Like he pulled his shirt up over his head and then like put his hat on. And I can't remember his name, but he streams or he does like, I don't know, like TikToks or something.
Still don't have motion emotes.
Oh yeah, it's full episodes of Cheaters. Oh God, with Zach Baggins, who I call Zach Bacon. I don't know why I do, but Lauren Armstrong. He wrote a book, I think. That's the COD. That's that guy. There's a different guy who gets arrested. I don't remember where it. It's the one where like the sister drives him over to the house and he was like, how does he say it? I just came here to get the girl and go to the party, dog, or something like that.
No, I'm not gonna watch any trailers today.
Do you think I need to come here to pick up girls? He says something like, I got all kind of girls.
I just want to hang and chill with you guys and talk about whatever topics you want to talk about. So that way we get everything out of the way because I'm not doing a podcast tomorrow, okay?
EDP. No, not EDP.
Yeah, I wish I could see how many playlists I have. I don't see a way to say how many there are. I see number of videos, but I don't see playlist counting. So
Hansen versus Predator was the last show. There's a current one called Takedown with Chris Hansen. I did not know this. Oh. I heard Chris Hansen got caught cheating on his wife. Not with like an underage chick or anything. Like I heard he got caught cheating on his wife. I don't know if that's true.
Okay. All right. What else would you guys like
no
to talk
shade to Chris Hansen, but
about? Tag me in the chat. Or
that's it. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, 3 words. Role play in chat room or whatever. Yeah, that's the guy. I got all kind of girls.
Of course, if any contributions come in, I'll shout them out. Remember, for a $20 contribution, whether it's a tip,
that guy's a fucking lol cow.
You get a special animation and sound effect that plays on the stream.
I just came here to get the girl and go to the party. You think I need to come over here and get girls?
How many hours of gameplay do I have on my channel? That's impossible to know. Really, I think unless there's some kind of AI app that would figure that out. The problem is my channel, DSP Gaming, has been around since 2010. When I started, you couldn't even make videos longer than 15 minutes. YouTube had a time limit on videos. So back then, I was pumping out hundreds of videos in a week. Now, all my videos are an hour long. At one point, my videos were like 20, 30 minutes long. So even if you were to say, okay, he has this many videos times this long, you can't even do that. I have no idea how to figure that out. Conky Dong did a $2 super chat and said, banana. Well, thank you, Conky Dong.
Phil's not big enough nor really offensive enough to take down. No, everyone just kind of avoids this dude because he's an asshole. He doesn't really have a big enough following. He's got 200K subs. Like, it's not anything to sneeze at, but no. And then he begs for money and he's shitty to people, but...
We're now up to $60 of support, so more than a third of the way to our goal. Can we get to halfway to our goal before the podcast ends? That way we only have to do the second half of the gameplay portion. That would work.
Yeah, I'm sure that would work for you. Someone just give me $1,000 right now. That would personally really work for me. I'm sure it would. Like, dickhead.
Why do I have an incident emote on Kit? Because I'm not afraid of who I am and the mistakes I've made. I've owned up and fessed up to them. I'm not embarrassed. I mean, it's the most embarrassing moment I'll ever have, but I'll never have another one worse than that. So I
don't speak too soon, sir.
Got past it 9 years ago. There's no reason to worry about it. Laugh at it. Go ahead. I don't care.
Laugh at it. I don't care. I don't care. Yep, 200 and what's he got? 218,000 subs and 289 people watching him.
No, I don't watch any professional fights. I'm not interested.
Yeah, we know you don't like things that aren't naked men and gin. We know. As a woman, I don't find anything personally wrong with naked men either.
I received a $2.57 tip. Has having a gaming PC and exploring more indies impacted this gaming year for you? What would the gaming year have looked like in terms of quality if you didn't have a gaming PC?
The King Snake shit was pretty bad. I gotta say, no, it wasn't him jerking it on stream, but him flopping around on the floor trying to do a push-up. That was pretty fucking bad. Showing off like his underwear and shit. That was pretty cringy. King Snake was really cringy. I don't know. Personally, I'd be more embarrassed of that fucking Truth Seekers interview. Steve fucking smoked you and put your dick in the dirt.
Well, let's take a look again at the playlist from this year. Let's go back to early this year. Like, what games wouldn't I have played? Okay, I wouldn't have played Mouthwashing. I wouldn't have played chess.
You didn't like either one of those.
I don't know if I would have played Onimusha Warlords because I played that on PC. I don't know if that was available on console. Let's see here. I wouldn't have played a game about digging a hole. I wouldn't have played all the Five Nights at Freddy's games, probably. I wouldn't have played Kiosk.
Not a fan of naked men myself. You know, it's not a thing that's for everybody.
You know, I might have still played Disco Elysium on console. I wouldn't have played Inzoi. That was PC.
Some people would look at that and go, this works for me. Other people would look at that and go, no, not so much, I don't think.
Only. I'm trying to see again, what's PC exclusive? I wouldn't have played Dave the Diver, probably.
That you hated and fucking got shit on and fucking wage quit.
Definitely wouldn't have played American.
Gotta watch some cheaters now. I'm ready for fucking To Catch a Predator. I might have to go watch some good old Mr. GG.
I wouldn't have played the taxi driving game. I would have done none of the driving stuff that we're now really enjoying together. None of that would have existed.
Except for that taxi game that you fucking wage quit, but okay.
I would have been limited with my fighting game stuff. Like, I probably wouldn't have been able to play.
Yeah, crying on his birthday. There you go. Yeah, that was pretty fucking pathetic. Trying to get Rich to come and help you King Snake the Casino. Yeah, that whole thing was pretty bad. So, no, it wasn't quite touching your peanuts on the stream, but...
The, you know, CVS2 and stuff at the capacity I'm playing because I would have been limited to just console. Okay, that's the answer. Oh, and definitely I wouldn't have played Dark Souls with mods or GTA 4 with mods.
Which no one asked you for?
So, honestly, I'd say pretty big impact. I'm not saying that any of those games that I just mentioned because we...
Yeah, Rich totally fucking sandbagging him and just like, dude, I don't give a fuck about this. That was the best part.
Played them on PC or like Game of the Year or you know, something that really completely...
Do you guys like me? Do you like me?
He changed everything, but at the same time...
That was... Yeah, that's gotta be the worst, right? Him crying like a pussy on his birthday.
What that's done is created content.
My wife is so great.
For in between the cracks. And what I mean by that is something that used to be tough for me was if there wasn't a lot of big AAA releases out, I wouldn't know what to do. And we'd actually have times where we have to do like filler, we like scratching our heads, what are we going to play? What are we going to do? It would be a concern. Literally, we just don't have that problem anymore. There is such a wide availability and wide amount of games on PC. A good
Big Rips, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you.
variety, you know, indie games, other kinds of games like driving with the wheel. There's no downtime anymore. This is one of the best summers I've ever had. Take a look. We're only halfway into the summer. I have so much to do. I can't do.
Spoon Rant was good. Spoon Rant was pretty good. Definitely pathetic, for sure.
Do it all. Summer used to be the dead time where we didn't know what to do. Now it's the opposite. Like I have too much to do. You see? So I do feel, I'm not saying that because I'm a PC gamer now, that things.
I still feel that like though him crying on his birthday and like so desperately looking for validation. Yeah, I think that one's got to be
changed. Now, oh look, I'm playing.
Crying on his birthday was as bad as May Burst, in my opinion. Yeah.
Completely different franchises. You know, some of the games that are PC exclusive, I'm not going to care about. Anything that's like RTS, you know, that kind of stuff.
You wish Mr. Toxic would have that type of reaction to you in public? What type?
At the same time, though, absolutely, this has made my content better by leaps and bounds. Really, by leaps and freaking bounds, my content has massively improved because of the PC gaming aspect of it.
The cringe, yeah, for the Spoon Rant, yeah, the cringe fur, that was pretty good.
I just want to say thank you to all of you for your support, for your dedication, for the fact that you come back and hang out with me every day, and we went through all those tough times. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. That was like 10 freaking years. Like, ever since I moved out here, and I put myself into a horrible financial hole with my decisions, I was stuck.
What decisions would those be? Do you want to share about those decisions? I would love you to describe.
In a rut where I had to only play on console, where I couldn't have good quality visuals.
His wife reveal was creepy and embarrassing, awkward as fuck. That's true.
Audio, everything was kind of inferior compared to everyone else. Now I am.
Yeah, no, but no. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, like my wife is so great. Like, no.
Right there with everyone else, able to play everything, great quality everything, and it is changing the content for the better.
Oh yeah, he cried about pork chop.
So I thank you all so much for that. Really, you guys are amazing. Happy Monday to you, Tron Gates Legacy.
All right. Let's move this along here.
Start acting up, doing bad things, being destructive, peeing and pooping all over the house, you know? And the thing is, he doesn't really need that. That's not his fault that that's his personality, you know? That's just how he is. I feel like if we were to bring another pet into the house now, that would be very selfish for us because we know how he is and we know that, you know, he's happy. Why now disturb his happiness just for us to have another pet for our own personal selfish reasons, right? We're happy with Jasper Kitty. So, you know, in the future, when things, you know, change, because, you know, pets pass away, and obviously we're not rushing that at all. We really enjoy Jasper as our cat. We want him to live a very long and happy life with us. But one day...
Then maybe you should take care of him and get him his blood work since you love him so much.
We might look to do a dog or another cat or another kind of pet situation, but we're definitely not doing it right now. Gabriel, how are you? $2 super chat. He says, what's up, Phil? A great day of streaming ahead. I agree. We're going to have more DK Bonanza. Hopefully it goes well because I'm changing my methodology of how to play the game. I'm not just doing all collectathon stuff. We're going to try to make advancement. And tonight, some Minecraft chill fun should be great. I think that we might go back to the cave since people really like when I put myself in dangerous situations. Maybe we'll just do that tonight.
I don't actually think that's the kind of dangerous situation some people wish you'd put yourself in, but...
East Coast weather? No. That's one of the things about the East Coast I never liked. The weather there is always awful. I'm glad that I don't live there anymore. Let me put it this way. Literally every week I call my parents, and they're complaining about how bad the weather is. They're like, oh my God. It's
Every week I call my parents. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Insanely hot. The hurricane came through. Fucking torrential downpours. You know, crazy heat. And then in the winter, oh my God, it's fucking cold as hell. There's ice outside. It's terrible. Well, I'm glad I don't have any of that. Glad I just sit here with moderate weather. I don't have to put up with any of that crap. Jade, I know you won't be here tonight, but you're sticking around for Donkey Kong, right, Jade? I already tried the Wendy's Takis combo weeks ago. You can find that episode of DSP Tries It on my DSP Reacts channel. That's at DSP Reacts.
I'm absolutely not doing that.
Where you can find it. It was a good
No,
episode.
thank you. No, thank you. Go watch Snort Hogan clips. They're better.
Favorite SNES game? Depends on the genre. Favorite platformer is Super Mario World. My favorite Zelda game is Zelda Link to the Past. Street Fighter 2 is on there. Hyper Fighting was the best one for Super Nintendo. Geez.
There's no obituary. Trip wasn't due to death.
Final Fantasy 3, insanely good RPG. Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, all insanely good games.
I've had a couple of conversations now about that, about like why he was gone for a week and with like his parents or whatever. And some other people, like this is not like a hot take, like I'm the only one who has this idea, but I did briefly think if maybe one of them hadn't passed away, maybe one of them had to go to like an assisted living or hospice, like nursing home, or maybe there was like a scary like procedure or surgery that one of them had to have where maybe it was like a high like possibility of like fatality or like something happened. So
exactly. Cydia says the longest cat I've ever had.
And that could also be totally wrong too.
Lived 18 years. That's awesome.
He did have that oddly specific airport rant the other day. He went somewhere.
Sadly,
he didn't just sit here for 6 days. He did something.
There's pros and cons to having a rescue animal. When you have a rescue animal, unless you have a full history, you don't really know how old the animal is. Like, I don't know. By the way, Jasper was in the window. Hi, Jasper. Hello. He's coming out of the window right now. He poked his head out. We don't know how old Jasper is. I wish we did know. But when we rescued him, we were told, oh, he could be 2, he could be 3, he could be 4. We're not sure. So he could be much younger than we think. He could end up being much older.
Well, there's a big difference between like a 6-month-old kitten and like a 12-year-old cat. So if he was a few years older
than we think. So we actually don't know. We look for signs. And the only thing I will say is,
starting to think it wasn't a trip, but something with his HOA. That could be a thing.
Every once in a while, when he tries to make a jump now, like he wants to jump on the dresser, he wants to jump here, there, he slips a little bit. But it's not often. It's like every once in a while. And the thing is, he didn't used to ever slip. He used to be like super duper sure of his footing, and but he's still incredibly agile. He still runs around the house constantly. He's full of energy. He does all the things he did when he was younger. So we don't think he's getting old. Maybe just slightly older.
Well, everyone's getting older, dude. Like every second that you're not dead, you're getting older.
There, you know.
Second community strike is running odds to why he was forced offline for 7 days. But you would think that maybe you wouldn't. I don't know. You would think he would continue to stream on Kick. If that happened on YouTube, you would think he would go to Kick and be like, YouTube's such fucking bullshit, or like be on like fucking Twitter, like,
Jasper Kitty. Jane said he wanted to see you. You want to come over here? Jane said that he wanted to see you on stream. You want to jump up again? Come on up. Come on up.
Let's skip this.
I'm there to meme and be toxic and stupid. A lot of the Kick viewers are there just to meme and be toxic and stupid, and I don't enjoy engaging with that. There are people on Kick who are legit, who are nice people. But there's way more of that on YouTube than there is on Kick.
I feel like he would talk about it for sure if something happened, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he got embarrassed. Maybe he doesn't want to admit it. Honestly, maybe he just didn't fucking do anything. Maybe he just wanted people to speculate and come up with crazy ideas and crazy theories. This guy loves hearing shit about himself. He really fucking does. Like maybe there's shame or something. Sir?
Jade is a viewer who's been around for many, many years. He's been supportive over the years, but also just generally just not a nice person, which is why I talk to Jade back and forth conversations.
Well, he gives you that high-end fucking membership every month. There's that too.
YouTube people just blindly praise me. That couldn't be further from the truth, but the YouTube viewers don't act like, you know, like retarded idiots. They actually just act like normal
Whoa, dropping a hard R there.
people. So in general, hanging out with the YouTube audience
I thought that was mean. I thought you shouldn't call people retarded.
a lot more chill. I try to interact
I
with
thought that made you a big old bully.
the audience. I got to put up with these stupid fucking bullshit memes and detractor shit. Oh, God. Like talking to a 4-year-old. Like, you know.
Yep. Talking to me is just like talking to a 4-year-old. How did you
Sometimes I
know?
would have enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3 more on keyboard and mouse. You may be right, but in general, I don't think the control was my criticism of the game, so I'm probably not. I don't know. Review Felted North Korea just gifted a sub on King.
Review Felted North Korea.
Thank you to Review Felted North Korea.
Since a ban coming for Jade? Why? What did
I
Jade
get this
do?
up to 69, and as you guys know, I'm an incredible prude, so I cannot have it sit at 69. We need to have someone contribute right now so that we can get off of the dimper 69, or else I'll be incredibly offended.
Well, you probably are incredibly offended, but if that offend, God, you have never had any fun in your life. Have you ever just done like anything like wild and crazy and sexual and like, have you ever just had any kind of fun with your pants off? Like, God damn, it must be miserable to be you. Like,
Have I thought about trying different banana varieties as a reward to be in line with Donkey Kong? Banana varieties, there aren't many. There's like regular, there's plantains, and there may be like one more. There's not that many banana varieties out there, I hate to tell you. At least available at like a regular store here in the United States. Gabriel the Blessed has gifted a membership. Thank you to Gabriel. Now we actually have one of each contribution.
he desperately needs that, by the way. He needs
That's
to have
$3.
every single bit of support from
But that gets us up to 72.
every different
Thank you so much,
angle.
Gabriel.
He's too busy eating fast food to eat anything else. Well, look, I've seen the way he's eating a burger, and he's saving everybody a big old waste of time.
What's up, Weird City? How are you today?
Ew, gross, he has a wife that he's happily married to. Well, I mean, he can go on ahead and sexually disappoint her. He doesn't have to do it with strangers. He doesn't have to cheat on his
Well, let's
wife.
talk Mario more. I mean, I've played a hell of a lot more of
He could make her incredibly unfulfilled and unsatisfied.
Mario. When I play Sonic, I do enjoy it. Depends on the game. Sonic Generations, Sonic Colors, Sonic Frontiers, all great games, right? But then you look at some others, and I would say Sonic has a lot more hit and miss situations. For every Sonic Mania, you know, there's like a real shitty dud of a Sonic game, like Sonic Boom. While with Mario,
Not as gross as that crown next to my name. I don't know what this shit is. I don't know if there's a way to get rid of this top fans stuff. I wish there was. It's just silly.
he almost hits greatness every single game that's ever come out.
Like, why are we worrying about top fans? Can I get like better emotes
There's a
and
few Mario
stuff?
games that maybe are a little bit subpar, but for the most part, almost all the Mario games are great. And the biggest, best platformer ever for me was always Super Mario World. So I'd have to say Mario over Sonic, although I do love Sonic. I really have enjoyed his games over the years.
Come on, Grandpa, punch out. Are you waiting for that $3 more? Was that what we're doing? We're waiting for $3.
Do I know why my Spider-Man games go popular? What on the earth does that mean, Spawn Killer? What are you talking about? What is that?
That Spider-Man video of yours has like 1 million views, but it's like your only video that has 1 million views. Do you not know how many views? Like I know what my most popular video is, but like, yeah, I want animated emotes, not this top fan stuff. I have a visceral reaction to
Jane, I know you
crowns
enjoyed
because
Donkey
of
Kong. I'm looking forward to
their
one today. Hopefully
association with Phil.
I do not read comics, no. I don't read comics in a very long time. When I upload Spider-Man games, they always get popular. No, not today. Back in the day, they did, and here's why. Back in the day, I was known as the guy who would go out and get a game on release day, play it within 2 days, have the entire playthrough on the internet. And, you know, back in the day, Marvel games in particular were getting pretty popular. There's a lot of movie tie-in games and stuff like that. So Spider-Man in particular had a lot of very popular video games. So I would play them immediately on release, and I would get those day one views. And back then, the algorithm worked very differently. So, for example, back then, my Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions playthrough, if you
There you go. So you do know what was going on when you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And this whole day has been, I don't know very much about this. I don't know what's going on. I'm not informed. I don't know what you're talking about. And then proceeds to have a story, an opinion, back in my day. Like,
you were
what are we
searching for
doing?
Spider-Man content
What the
on
fuck
YouTube,
are we
it
doing?
would actually show up. Even if you weren't searching for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, you might just type in Spider-Man, and because my playthrough is one of the top viewed playthroughs of all time, okay, it would just show up. Even if you just type in Spider-Man, it would say, oh, it would be one of the top videos. But then YouTube changed the algorithm at one point, and basically then it only shows up if you specifically search for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. In fact, let's test the theory right now. I'm on YouTube, and
Cool.
I'm going to type in
We're all on YouTube, homie.
Spider-Man Shattered
Like,
Dimensions.
that's pretty
Okay.
stupid.
First video that comes up 3 years ago, 2.2 million views. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions gameplay walkthrough, full game with no commentary. The full game with no commentary, 6.5 hours. Huh? The second video, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions 14 years later, 306,000 views. Spider-Man.
Yeah, for when you type, it gives you experience. And then I think it's a way to just get people to, you're supposed to want to be the top fan. So obviously you're supposed to talk a lot, get a membership because that costs money, get the highest membership if people have different levels of memberships. And then you're supposed to give super chats and super stickers. It forces people to try to compete for essentially engagement. And honestly, you got to understand why YouTube does that. And we all do, because every time you send me a super chat or a super sticker, or you become a member, or you do whatever, talking is free. But anytime you do any of that, whatever you give, if you like send like $10 or whatever, YouTube takes 30% of that right off the top. So naturally, they're going to encourage you to, oh, well, find your favorite YouTuber, find your favorite streamer. And oh, here, you want to be the top person. Yeah, you want to give the streamer money. You want to give the YouTuber money because YouTube takes 30% right off the top. So yeah, that's what it's encouraging. And I don't like it.
Shattered Dimensions, all cutscenes, full game movie. 1.7 million views from 2.5 hour video. In reality, these aren't even allowed.
I hate competition. I don't like this either. I don't think that you should like pit people back and forth.
They're not transformative. But the thing is, the game makers aren't.
But like, can I have some like I say, can I have some animated emotes? Can I have something cool?
Doing anyone. So literally, this is what I'm seeing. Okay.
Instead of making people compete to see who can talk the most and who can give the most money, if they want to get a membership for like $2 or whatever it is, could you give them cooler? Could you let me give cooler emotes?
I'm scrolling down. My videos do not show up at all. Literally, my video of Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is not in the YouTube.
No, dude, because your fucking channel's a joke. Like, you're a stupid fucking lol cow. What do you mean your shit doesn't show up? Why would it show up?
YouTube search. I'm looking right now. I'm scrolling down. It's not there.
You probably don't even probably know how to get these videos. They're probably not tagged correctly. They're probably not done in any way, shape, or form in a way that would get them any attention on YouTube. Like, sorry, you suck.
It just doesn't exist. Yeah, it's not there. So now, if I get more specific, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, DSP. Now, my Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions playthrough finally pops up. And it says Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions playthrough part 1, 3.2 million views. So my playthrough actually has more views than the ones that are recent.
Can we gamble the experience on Sweaty Man JPEGs? If only. If only, then it might be worth it.
But it doesn't show up in YouTube search. They removed it. I'm telling you, what they did is at one point, they changed the algorithm on YouTube. And the algorithm kicked all of my old videos out of YouTube's algorithm. It just doesn't exist anymore. Like they don't get any views. That video used to be the #1 when you search Spider-Man on YouTube. That would be right there. So everyone would go watch the playthrough. Like, oh,
I feel like the streamer would be able to turn that off, and maybe I can.
God, this is funny, and then I get a lot of views based off of it. Every year, I'm not kidding.
It is something I should look into.
Hundreds to millions of views based on that video because people would see it and then look at related content. But
this doesn't make you want to have us jockey for first place with a shitty 2005 banana gift. It does not.
When they changed that algorithm years ago, it completely screwed over my channel and all of the legacy content.
If you find me entertaining and you would like to give me money, I will happily take it. If you would like to sit here and just be an audio style listener and never type and never do anything and never give anything, I would also like that too. So
the old videos do not.
If you want to go watch somebody else, I would also like that too. Whatever you want to do.
Search, unless you search for DSP.
I don't think anybody should be in competition.
Like here's another one. Resident Evil 5.
But that's me. I'm kind of a puss, and I think competition is yucky. That's just me.
What was the DLC? Lost in Nightmare.
But again, you got to understand why YouTube does this shit. I will see if I can turn it off though, because if I can, I will. You like your purple crown?
Okay. Resident Evil.
Bro, you run my Discord. I think you have so much power in my Discord at this point. You could throw me out of my own Discord. You got the little Janny wrench. You got the membership.
5 DLC Lost in Nightmares. What shows up?
Honey, what else can I do for you?
Well, someone doing a playthrough 9 years ago, live streamed. Someone doing a playthrough 9 years ago. Okay. All 9 years, 1 year. Not me, not mine. Dude, I'm not even kidding you. Someone with 1,000 views shows up in the search. Okay? 48,000 views. It's all stuff from a million years ago. Okay? But not mine. No, mine doesn't show up at all. Now, if I type in...
But no purple crown. What does this do for your life, bro?
Lost Nightmares DSP.
You're so silly.
It still doesn't show up.
Why are we doing overtime? What is this, like, fucking withered old handbag talking
The videos
about now?
out to take the music out and do other things to swap in other music and stuff. They are edited. For 100%, I'm 100% sure of it that they're edited. They're not the original versions at all.
You can do a game stream. I can't.
And I think what it is they found a way to use the YouTube editor to do that.
Maybe I could, but eh.
What's my favorite fighting game? Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Okay.
Pyrofrost, what's going on?
All right, guys, we're about to adjourn. Can we get to halfway point where we're at $73? Can we get to 75? And then
He is waiting. He was at 72. I was like, is he waiting for the $3? Well, he got $1.
we'll end the show and we'll get set up for Donkey Kong. Come on. Let's get to $75 of support. That way we only have to
Look at this. Look at this begging, bro. For y'all, for $2.
do the halfway to hit the goal for today. Game Boy, good morning. Good afternoon. How are you? Good to see you.
Like, this is so, we're doing this for $2. Jeez. Like,
There isn't a
tell me you're pathetic without telling me you're pathetic. Begging for $2
Switch 2 already. There's nothing needs to be announced. It's already coming out later in the year. They're probably just going to talk more about this current one coming up, I think.
Yep, made $800 yesterday. Got his food, begging for $2.
Okay, I received a $6.43 tip. From Weird
There, are you happy? Will you go?
City. He says, here's to cutting out the middleman. Thank you, Weird City. All right, thank you. $6.43. That does it for us. All right, cool. That's actually our biggest hit.
He's getting too comfortable getting the goal before he actually plays the game. Yeah, I agree.
All right, that gets us up to $79. All right, everyone. So let's end the show. Thanks for a chill show. We now figured out we're going to be doing these MLB hot dogs and sandwiches.
Yeah, funny how as soon as he got to the halfway point, like, okay, we can go ahead and end this now. It's only 10 minutes, OT.
Things as our next DSP tries it, right? That's cool. I talked about how we're going to approach Donkey Kong a little differently starting today, and we had a great chill show. I hope you enjoyed. I just want to remind you all, no podcast tomorrow.
What if I didn't? What are you going to do if I didn't enjoy it?
Tomorrow we'll be going right into Grand Theft Auto 4, try to get some...
Honest to God, bro, I should start fucking billing you for my time. You want a license for me to restream you? You should be billed for my fucking time, sir.
good progress and maximum, gameplay in for that stream. A couple quick contributions. Does this look normal? Did a $2 super chat? He says, F the algorithm. Thank you very much. Does this look normal? And I just got a $1 tip. Someone says a big part of the reason your old content doesn't get views or get in search results anymore is length. Your YouTube goes by watch time now, not views. Most of your old content is 15 minutes or less per video. And think about how dumb that is. So you're going to tell me because a video is short, it has no quality whatsoever and should never get ranked in YouTube search.
That's not true. What you don't understand, what you're too stupid to understand, is trends change on YouTube. And if you kept up with the trends, you would know that right now, currently, people are interested in longer videos. It's not always the case. There was a time 5, 6, 7 years ago where people wanted the long intros, hey, everybody, what's going on? I'm so-and-so, and this is my channel, and blah, 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 blah. And here on my channel, I talk about, ABC, XYZ, whatever the fuck. Now it's totally different. YouTube is a pretty popular search engine. When you're looking for something particular, usually you just want the person to get right to the point. I have to watch the same fucking video twice a year with daylight savings when I have to change the time in my goddamn car because I do not remember how to change the time in my goddamn car. I do this twice a year and I hate the fucking video because the dude spends the first 9 minutes telling me to like and sub, just want to know how to change the time in my car. So there are things like shorts that are really popular now. There are certain trends are always changing on YouTube and you have to understand it and follow it, be aware of it, be willing to change and keep up with it. Shorter videos are still fine, but right now it seems people want longer, they want like live streams, like longer things that go on for multiple hours, or they want videos that are over 30 minutes. So give people what they want. Or don't, that's fine. Somebody super famous and popular can pump out a 10-minute video and get millions of views. But right now, the long videos really seem to be what's working. And that's been it for a little while now. Nobody really wants like a 10-minute video. They want something longer. It all depends on like what you're looking for. It doesn't, but it's like you're not understanding how this platform works. And after all this time, like that's really sad. And you shouldn't admit these things. You know, welcome to This Is How You Don't YouTube. Yeah, don't admit that you don't understand how the platform works.
What? Of course not. But that's the problem. YouTube changed their algorithm. Back in the day, none of that mattered.
It's called trends. It's not that everything is changing. It's that trends are changing. Things are becoming more popular or less popular. Since the beginning of time, sir, I don't have time to explain life to you.
Popular and had engagement, boom, the video would go in search. Now
we're not wearing bell-bottom jeans anymore either, believe it or not. I know, look out, shit is crazy.
All these weird factors.
We're not doing the double denim of the 90s. Look out.
Have completely phased out legacy content for views. Why? The video is not worse today than it was back then. In fact, it's still just as entertaining, but YouTube has hidden the video because they decided on a whim one day, we want longer videos to get better rankings. It's completely fucked. It completely screws over entire businesses from the past. It's fucking immoral and unprofessional. And by the way, they didn't disclose when they did the change either. They just did it overnight, and all of a sudden views went, woo, on legacy content. It was pretty fucked up. So, yeah, it's bullshit. Why on earth can't anyone find my stuff? Again, no lie. That Spider-Man video, Shattered Dimensions Part 1, used to receive between 30 to 50,000 views a month alone. Just that video, because it was the top thing.
Yeah, but it probably doesn't now. It probably doesn't anymore.
For Spider-Man, if you searched on YouTube, that was like the top 3 videos.
Exactly, Ben, because it's old now, sir. My older videos, when I go through and look at my analytics, they get like a fraction of what they used to because they're old now, sir.
I was in there. And then all of a sudden,
you can take it down. I wouldn't. You can re-upload it. I wouldn't, but you can.
They changed the algorithm. Doesn't show up in search at all. 0 views a month. There goes all my traffic. And that was one of the major reasons why my channel had a big decline at one point. Pretty fucked up. Okay.
You could play the game again if you're really convinced it will get you a lot of views, but it's old now.
Geez, people don't want to stop contributing. Another $1 tip.
Oh, darn. People just won't stop giving me money.
Yes, Shinken25. I am very, very nervous about the Africanized killer bees coming into Washington State. Absolutely, I am. Thanks a lot. Okay. Thank you all for your support this morning. And remember, no podcast tomorrow. Everyone.
What a spurg out over YouTube. Imagine if a higher up staff at YouTube saw this. I mean, they probably don't give a fuck. This guy is like... This guy is just kind of like an annoying bug, you know, that you just kind of like shoo away.
Thank you so very much for chilling with me this morning. I hope that you enjoyed the show. Tomorrow we're just going to be doing GTA 4 with mods. But
he's just really like bitter and butthurt about it, but oh well. Well, as always, we've ended the podcast with a whimper. That's also going to do it for me. I couldn't want to watch him play this game, I don't think, any less than I do already. So nothing else could change. I don't want to watch him embarrass himself with this. He is supposedly not doing a podcast tomorrow. What I'll probably do is throw out a filibuster episode at some point, and then we will go from there and make fun of him more on Wednesday and shit on him and everything else. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. I do invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. But like always, I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do, but please stay toxic, my friends.
Toxie in your ears and the whole chat knows. Mystery queen, but she runs the show, bringing big mood on a late night flow. She's got no lights, no streamy tricks, just killer vibes and her sassy quips. Every line she drops is pure gold fire, keeping fans up all night, never tired. She don't need a face to steal the scene. Laugh so loud, you know what I mean. From chill to oil, she flips the switch. Toxie's got that magic glitch. Toxie on the mic and she's blowing it up. No face, dropping late night stories that you can't resist. Just her mic, just her soul, that's the trick. And the chat keeps coming back real quick. Toxie on the mic and she's blowing it up. No face reveal, still they can't get enough. Just a vibe, just a sound, just a spark in the night. She's the voice that makes your world feel right. From shy hellos to wild confessions, Toxie stream is a whole obsession. She's a whisper in the dark, she's the fire, she's a spark. Not about the views or clout, she's what real fun's all about. Toxie on the mic and a queen unseen, but her energy's loud and her talk is clean. Feel the beat, hear her laugh, raise your hands. She's the minstrel everyone understands. No camera, no face, just light. Toxie's taking over your night. Toxie, just a voice, but you